Yeah, I know that's like controversial to say, but those aren't my own words. But like that's GTA. You know what I mean? It's a parody of real life. Come on, how many of y'all picked up a hooker, did your thing, killed them, got your money back with the green money, the cash is spinning on the ground. Freudian slip.
Like the Hank Waffles diner robbery scene that we saw within the leaked footage. Like,
oh man,
that's that's already a major step up from 5. The fact that they don't just rush in straight away, they circle you around outside, wait for you to come out.
You have hostages, so they don't want to rush in.
Bav, you're the last one. Where are you going? What are you doing first?
I got to test out the jiggle physics. I'm going to
Let's go. Finish it off good.
Welcome back to another Grand Theft Auto Creator Roundtable. I'm Sav, and this is definitely not your average YouTube clickbait. We've got some familiar faces with us today. First up is ZacCoxTV. We missed him in the last episode, but he's here for episode 3. He's been covering Grand Theft Auto for years, digging into Easter eggs, secrets, old locations, all the classic GTA history stuff. One of the most consistent breakdown channels in the community. We've also got BobbysBored. He does GTA and COD reactions, nostalgia throwbacks, bully playthroughs, and all those this is nuts moments the community ends up talking about. If it brings back memories or gets people laughing, you've probably seen it on his channel. Next, we got Jetro. He's the clean breakdown guy. Leaked timelines, tech analysis, actor research, patents. He takes complicated GTA 6 info and makes it easy to understand. Then we've got Project Vice. He focuses on Grand Theft Auto 6 features and systems, the wish list, the map breakdowns, and the here's how this could work videos, really diving into what this game could become. And finally, we've got Bogan Bav. He's the lore and world building side of Grand Theft Auto, the character histories, the deeper universe connections, that big picture Rockstar conversation. He's been here since episode 1, and honestly, at this point, it wouldn't feel like a roundtable without him. So that's the game. That's the gang. Welcome, everybody. How's everybody feeling today?
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Blessed to be here. It's an honor.
Well, I'm happy to get you guys all here. Like I said, when we were kind of getting this thing set up, we've had several requests for some of you guys to be on the roundtable, and I feel like we can't get rid of Bav, but he's going to be the permanent victim. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding,
basically
buddy.
A co-host of this.
Yeah, he is. We're going to start calling it the Sav and Bav roundtable. Yeah.
Hey.
Before we kind of get into, the meat of the show, you could say, normally we'd start off with like bannable questions if you guys have watched the previous episodes. But obviously with the big bad news we got on Thursday and everything going on with Rockstar, including the layoffs, I thought we should just take a few minutes and kind of talk about that before we get to the big question. So starting off with you, Zach, what was your honest first reaction when you saw GTA 6 get delayed to November of 2026?
That's a great question. And firstly, one thing I've learned in life is if you don't have high hopes, you won't be let down. So I've tried to, when it comes to the May release, the closer we've gotten, I've started to get a little excited, but I also try, and up until hearing about the delay, not be so excited because anything can happen, anything can change. I try to stay off of Twitter, but when I get on there, and in the past few weeks, I've seen little bits of speculation of a new trailer and then little bits about a delay, and I've tried to not let that get to me because again, I've thought, we've waited so many years for GTA 6. It's like and all this time has passed by, knowing that we're in that final stretch, that's going to make it feel longer than the last 12 years. And then hearing about the delay, it was just one of those like, man, it sucks that happened. But bright side here, it's something that made me feel special, and it's not about me, is my birthday's November 18th. So I'll be turning 29 the day before GTA 6 drops. So hey, it worked out a little bit.
That's a good birthday present.
Yeah, Rockstar made me feel special, little old me.
They knew.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Well, not to be the rain on your parade, but there could always be another delay.
Stop.
Right.
Stop. Dude.
Start y'all's birthdays, y'all. Tweet your birthdays at Rockstar. Maybe you'll be next. But yeah, it was at first it was like poetic, the May 20th release, because it's our first time returning to Vice City since the OG Vice City, and unfortunately that's the day that Ray Liotta passed away. So I thought, wow, that's poetic. But with it now, there could be another delay. But it's like, man, we got a whole nother year going on, and the bright side, though, always trying to be optimistic, is hopefully we're going to get a new trailer and some screenshots in the next few weeks. Maybe Rockstar is going to, again, give us just a little bit of hope, something new. The timing of everything is pretty crazy with the protesting in front of Rockstar's offices, the union busting ordeal, everything. It's pretty wild time, but also as a creator, it's kind of a cool time, to talk about all this stuff, think about it. It's like I said, it's pretty wild how it's all worked out. All of this stuff has happened at once. And we haven't really, I don't think, seen that, especially when it comes to like Rockstar getting some bad name in the press, because generally they're the company that used to pay people to give bad reviews and bad information, or you know what I mean, bad press about them for more notoriety. So yeah, kind of a long-winded answer there, but it is what it is. And I just look forward to Rockstar throwing out a trailer in the next few weeks, getting some screenshots, and then as time goes on, possibly getting some more. And then before we know it, it'll be November of next year.
That's true. And what kind of kills me is, like, as a creator, and I'm sure you guys all feel the same way with it covering Grand Theft Auto 6. I mean, we've been sitting around waiting for some kind of news to drop, and it's been so dry for so long. And we're like, come on, give us some news, give us some news, give us some news. And then they give us like the worst news possible. And now we're like, okay, so we got something to talk about now, but like, good night.
It's the wrong thing to talk about.
Exactly. Like, not what we wanted to cover. But yeah, man, I'm with you for
The
sure.
memes are hilarious too. Have y'all seen some of the memes, or just like looked at the replies?
Oh, the comments on their Instagram
Yeah,
was
like, oh,
insane,
man.
dude. It
Some
was
are like-
brutal. They were
there
getting
was like a-
flamed.
Oh, it was a John Cena meme of like him making like a face of like when you got your wife pregnant 9 months before May of 26, and then Rockstar delays it, to get that.
I saw that for a Homelander meme too.
Oh my
Paternity leave.
god.
Sure.
Dude, I did check into the GTA 6 subreddit, and it was like the most depressing thing I've ever seen there for like Friday and Saturday. But oh man, it didn't, I don't know, not the news we wanted, but at least we got something to talk about now. Well, let me ask you, Bav, does this delay change your expectations for the quality of the game, or just the timeline?
Look, I think that the longer that we wait for the game, the more time it allows for us to speculate and come up with our own probably raising the bar a little bit too unrealistically high. So I feel like when the game drops, regardless it's good, there's going to be, don't feel like the wait was worth it. So I just feel like this long wait is only kind of damaging it. Of course, we want a good game. We don't want bugs. That would be worse. But, some people are just going to be wondering if the wait's really worth it at the end.
Yeah.
So that's how I.
Do you think they're going to, I know, Tom Henderson said that this game's been content ready for a while now. And a lot of this is just like polishing and making sure we can get a perfect launch, because apparently they're prioritizing that over. I saw something that it said every month that they delay this is costing them like $10 million a month.
Yeah, that was the picture I sent in the Discord.
Yeah,
Insane.
that was it's crazy.
They dropped like $3 billion in market from the delay.
Yeah. Yeah, and I saw some other statistics.
How do we know how true that is? So
well, I don't.
Their stock dropped by like 10%.
Yeah.
Great time to buy.
Like take twos. Yeah,
So,
it was.
Let me read this post. This was a post on Reddit from this guy, Akash Gupta. It said, Take-Two just vaporized $3.2 billion in market cap to buy 6 months of polish. The math here is wild. They're essentially paying $17 million per day of delay to avoid shipping a game that might underperform a $7 billion launch window. He said, this tells you everything about how Rockstar views execution risk. They're not optimizing for time to market. They're optimizing for a single variable launch quality, because in their model, a flawed GTA 6 doesn't just underperform, it destroys 15 years of franchise equity and tanks the entire live service roadmap. I don't know how true those numbers are. That certainly sounds like quite a bit of money. And I'm not into the financial side as much as some people are, but I read that and I was like, good night. Like when you put it into perspective.
Well, when you think about it, it makes sense, right? Because like we look at like GTA Online, and it's something that ran successfully for like 11 years now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like they're trying to just like get everyone to buy the game and then just like piss off. Like they're trying to get everyone to stay around for potentially like TND. So it may like 17 million a day sounds a lot, but then you also think about the fact that like GTA Online makes $500 million a year. So
yeah,
insane.
And the amount of money that they're going to make on, monetization and, just in game sales and everything else is going to be, it's going to absolutely make up for it. But it was just interesting to me that, they're not interested in rushing the launch to please investors or please players. They certainly don't really give a rip about us outside of making sure that when the game does launch, it's absolutely perfect. So they're not looking at all the screw ups and bugs that they left in the game on YouTube the 24 hours after the game launches. So
I'm waiting for it.
right. So it better be, I mean, at this point with
glitches.
2 6-month delays, like this game better have minimal bugs, but I'm sure they're going to be there. Jetro, how did you feel about Rockstar's communication around the delay? Should they have said more than what they did in the statement? Should they have given us anything else?
Okay, well, there's like 2 questions here, right? How do I feel about Rockstar's communication? Like, let's be real, they don't care. Like, they don't care what like news articles say. They don't care about what YouTubers say. They don't care about what like Bucktooth Timmy's saying on Twitter. Like, they just drop stuff and you deal with. Like, you know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, everyone's gonna buy the game whenever it comes out. So if they need to spend another 6 months to make the game, make it as perfect as possible, or whatever their reason is, they're gonna do it. And whatever your reaction is to whatever announcements they make, like they don't announce anything. Like, they don't. I think it was only in like, what was it, November 2023, they said they were gonna drop the trailer, and that's like the only like heads up we got. But beyond that, they just drop stuff. Like, they don't care to like tell the community beforehand. But should they have said more? I mean, this is more than they said about the last one, right? Like, we figured out about the delay from the end of the second trailer, right? So they actually said like, hey, sorry, it's been a long ass wait. That's more than they said last time. So I mean, I can't really fault them on that. And at the end of the day, they're gonna do whatever. So
yeah, I was somebody was in my live stream the other day, and they said Rockstar does what it do. And I'm like, we need to like coin that, you know?
Like, essentially. And like, but then they're gonna come out in November and they're gonna have like the greatest game of all time, and we will just forget all of this. Like we'll forgive them. You know what I mean? So
we won't care about all the bad stuff.
No one will care, literally.
You get 5 minutes
again.
Yeah, you get 5 minutes into playing the game, you're gonna forget about the 12 months you waited for it after the launch. You know?
Exactly.
But as soon as the loading screen hits, I forgot. Like
that was worth it.
Yeah, 100%. You know, and then everybody's gonna buy it.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a good question. Will the game actually even have a loading screen? Like, I mean, like with how fast everything loads nowadays.
I'm sure it'll have like your typical Rockstar, you know, logo entry deal.
Honestly, that's like a nostalgic thing. Like, you need that like Rockstar logo, like
true to the brand,
the GTA 5 with the police lights is like nostalgic, bro.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they go about it this time around. So
yeah. As long as we're
clever with the intros.
Yeah, I get so tired of hearing the car doors or the window bust, the car door slam, and then the police sirens, you know. And it's like,
bro, at some point it gets it gets repetitive.
I wouldn't mind if they made like a new one of those like every 6 months, and just you download an update and it switches. You know, like that would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
PC skip intro mod.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we've been rocking that since 2015.
Heck yeah, man.
You're not getting the PC until like 2029.
Yeah, probably.
We're done.
I was actually wondering about that. I asked somebody during the live stream the other day if they think we should get PC at the same time or a lot sooner than they were originally planning on launching it, just because they pushed the games back so far. But it would cost them so much money to do that. I don't think they would.
Not to mention that everyone will be buying it twice. If you release it all at once, they'll just get it on PC and not on
They want a
console.
double dip.
Yeah.
And they have a Sony partnership, so they're not like Sony wouldn't allow that.
I wonder what the agreement was though, like in the contract, you know, like how long they have to wait for Sony and Xbox to, take full advantage of the market before they let the PC in.
So I've been waiting. I wonder if they'll do a bundle.
Yeah, I was thinking they would.
That would
like
be sick.
Like a cool skin on the console.
I get that.
Yeah, I could totally see it. Bobby, I'm going to modify your question a little bit. It's still basically the same thing. Just I didn't really like the phrasing of how I had this written down originally. As far as the community goes, do you think that Rockstar is going to let the hype kind of die down in the community? Do you think they're just going to like make us wait another, 6 months before they give us anything? Or do you think they're going to keep kind of trickling stuff in to kind of give us something to work with and get hyped up about?
Honestly, like with how much of a delay it is, I don't think we're going to hear much. And with how much we've already gone through, it's like we've had some really big periods just silent, and they don't care. We care, but they don't. So I think we're going to have more just silence for a while. And I think as well, I've noticed a lot of the community's pretty burnt out as well now with this extra delay. So honestly, a bit of time off might do us all well.
Yeah. Yeah, I know for me personally, it's been a while since I've done any other content other than Grand Theft Auto, but I'm like, maybe now is a good time to branch out a little bit and try some new stuff,
Honestly.
see some new people, you know.
I saw your post on that, Sav. Like, I think what was it like? You wanted like content, like you asked if like something in relation to like what, eating donuts or something like that.
Oh yes,
On your
yes.
post.
I was making a community post. I was trying to figure
That's
out,
funny.
you know, what my community would want to see. So I think I put like game reviews or like top 10, whatever, and then I put just kind of as a joke, like I would literally watch you eat donuts.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Like 36% of my
great.
community voted for that. I'm like, well, I'm not actually eating donuts on stream, guys, but thank you. Somebody was like, I think the top comment was like, all right, it's 12 glazed for you. I'm like, no, I've already shaved my head because of the delay. I'm not eating donuts on stream.
Oh, that's so funny.
Wow, like rewatching Trailer 2.
Yeah.
Hey, for any of you fellas, y'all didn't ask, but like one mistake that I have made on YouTube all of the years that I've been here, which in January will be 14 years, is not branching out and being scared to do that. Like, what if I run my audience off and the people who love me, but the people who love you will stay, and then you'll like build upon that. And I've seen so many creators take that leap and it always works out. Like, the worst that can happen is the video just doesn't perform to your expectation, but you still love what you do the things that your audience loves, but you do the things that like made it fun. The reason you started YouTube, you get a really cool idea and you just want to share it with everybody. So don't be scared to do that, because for a lot of years I was scared to do that, and I look back and I've seen so many others do it and it's worked out.
Yeah,
Yeah, I appreciate that advice, man.
I
For
think you
sure.
have to do it slowly though, because like if you just like if you just hard pivot, bro, like there goes like 99.9% of anyone who watches.
Yeah,
You know what I
say you're posting 6 videos a week, do 5 GTA and 1 off-topic video, and then over time, you know, just throw 1 in the mix. And
True.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Like I did my bully playthrough, and obviously it got nowhere near as many views as like my GTA, but I enjoyed it, and looking back, I'd want to do it again. And I still did my other videos through the week, so it's like, you know, I can have fun with that stuff, and I don't regret it.
I'm a big proponent of making the videos that
professional
you
do
enjoy making, you know?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's so important.
Sometimes it's very easy to get caught up in the numbers. It's not sometimes, it is. And it's like every video is this performance. You want it to do well. And like I used to put my self-worth on the line. Like if this video doesn't do good, I'm a horrible creator. And then like my mental actually took a deep toll, because this was like putting your heart and soul into something. So you don't want to let your audience down, or like you're afraid of losing that audience. And I've taken some breaks over the years, real life growth. And like I was always scared of my channel dying, and my fear of that happening caused me to become more of like a perfectionist with the videos. So then I started putting them out less and less, and then I just lost all that passion, because I was just focused on numbers and wanting to put out the best and make each video better, which you can, but when it starts to not become fun and you're not doing it for the reasons you started, your fears happen. Like, oh, your audience kind of can see that and they're not watching as much because it's feeling forced. And do what you love. I've like when Mafia: The Old Country come out, I took kind of the format that I know my viewers like, whether it's like Easter eggs or kind of lore, did a couple videos there, or kind of similar GTA game, you know, games similar to GTA like Mafia, or I even did a one-off with the Tony Hawk game that came out a few months ago, you know, and is what it is. Like if you look at your metrics for the first hour or so, like you're going to drive yourself crazy. Is this video going to fail? Whatever. And I'm sure y'all know as creators, the ones you work the hardest on sometimes seem to be the ones that just don't do the best. And then you throw one together and think it's your worst video.
So true. So true.
Reconsider your life choices at that point.
Yeah,
I was just having that conversation with Bav.
Yeah, love what you do and it'll all work out.
Yeah, that's definitely great advice. And you know, I've been saying this for a while too. Like if our viewers had any idea like how much love and attention and energy that we pour into this stuff, we probably wouldn't get like half the hateful comments that we get in the comment section on some of our videos. You know, it's like, so I think they think it just kind of comes easy sometimes, and sometimes it does, but sometimes we pour a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into it, and you know, it totally flops. So be gentle, guys. Be gentle. All right, Vice, I got one for you. What do you think was the main contributor to the delay?
Yeah, so I think I was thinking about this question when preparing for this call, and I think it's not exactly necessarily one main contributing reason or factor as to why. I think it's like a multitude of differing factors that are taken into account. So like, firstly, I would say we went over it briefly earlier anyways, like ensuring that it's optimized for the consoles, ensuring that they're trying to quash as many bugs as possible. And I think, Rockstar know that they want to try and ensure that it's up to their standards, right? Like RDR2, we saw how good that was, and I don't think they definitely don't want to repeat, or they don't want to, I should say, mirror a Cyberpunk situation occurring, because that launch, that was absolutely atrocious, like seriously. So, I mean, Rockstar want to clearly avoid that. And I also think as well, in addition to that, I think they want to focus on trying to ensure that the next online that comes out, that it's much more of a smoother launch, because back in 2013, I remember when that came out, that dropped, it was not a smooth launch at all. Like trying to get into that race with, I think it was Lamar from memory.
Dude,
it was like really bad. Yeah. Yeah. And so I think it's more so of them, optimization, bug testing, of course. And yeah, I would say probably trying to ensure that's a smooth launch for the next GTA Online, whenever that does launch, which based off the last couple times with, GTA 5 Online and Red Dead Online, probably will be about 2-3 weeks after the story mode, I would say, after we complete that. So
Sounds right to me.
That's what I would say.
Yeah. All right. Well, so I mainly wanted to kind of talk about this because it's the elephant in the room. I wanted to get some of the delay conversation out of the way, because I know people probably wanted our takes on some of this stuff, and I'm sure we'll probably touch on it more later, but it wasn't what I wanted this whole roundtable to be about. So I figured we get that out of the way, and then we can kind of jump into the first round of questions. Does anybody have anything else they wanted to add, as far as the delay goes, or anything you'd like to say about it before we go on to the first round?
I'd like to add on to what. Oh, you go.
Oh, sorry. No. I was going to say no one wants to talk about the depression anymore.
Go ahead, Bob.
I was going to say, like, adding on to what Vice said about like the whole Cyberpunk, I think it really does like the game so much better. Obviously, if it comes out smoothly, then even just in the long run, it's going to do so much better, because I was actually looking forward to playing Cyberpunk, and I still haven't played it. Even though the game's so much better now, I still haven't played it once to this day. But I feel like if it came out in such a state, saw all the reviews, I probably would have bought it. Like, I was actually really excited. Even though the game's good now, I just don't care anymore. The hype's gone. I think,
Yeah, that's a very good point you make. I remember when Keanu Reeves came on stage. Was it 2019 E3, right? I think it was, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, and, E3, you're breaking my heart.
Yeah. Oh man, so sad about that.
One of those.
Yeah, but like back then, I was super hyped about Cyberpunk, and the trailers that were coming out for it was looking really, really good. And then obviously once the reviews started coming out, videos started coming out, and it was just it was atrocious.
Yeah.
Sad.
Well, I guess, that kind of, it makes sense based on what we were talking about earlier, as far as them needing the game to be perfect when it comes out. Because if it's not, and the conversation turns from, oh my God, look how amazing this game is, to, oh my gosh, look how buggy this game is, that could really do some long-term damage to not only Rockstar, but Take-Two Interactive and the Grand Theft Auto series as a whole. So, okay, so let's get into the meat of the show. We're going to start off. If you guys don't know, we go round by round. We've got 3 rounds of questions. The first round is going to be more of like a identity and, related to how you guys experience Grand Theft Auto and your whole background with it, to kind of give people an idea of, who you are as a creator, before we roll into the second and third round of questions, because it kind of gives people some context as to how you answer questions and all that. So I thought that would be a fun way to do it. So starting off with ZacCoxTV, what do you think makes a GTA game feel like GTA?
That's a great question. What makes a GTA game feel like GTA? Well, real quick, we've got a special guest. Come on in. This is my son, Oliver.
Oh, wow.
What's up, Oliver?
No way.
Hey,
buddy.
What's up, man?
What's going on, buddy?
He's been on a Rocket League.
Yes!
Oh, dude, I love Rocket League.
I was playing that before I came here.
Oh, snap. You think you can beat
that
him?
game.
Oh, snap.
competition,
buddy,
competition.
buddy, I am GC1. You tell him that, he'll run away.
Awesome.
Ooh.
Yo, no one for real plays Seeker. Come on.
Oh, man. Hey.
This is great.
Everybody, hello. Say, what's going on, viewers? Hi.
What's up, buddy?
How you doing, man?
Hey, buddy.
Thanks for coming in. I love you, buddy.
That's
All right.
awesome. Love that.
Yeah.
Legend.
All right.
cool.
So we're going to make that make
him, by the
sense.
way.
It's, well, what's crazy is I was 7 years old when I started playing GTA. So that's a broad question about what makes a GTA feel like GTA. I've got 2 answers to that. And first is, being that I was his age when I started playing GTA, it blows my mind. because at 7 years old, he's living a lot more of a sheltered or protected life than I was.
Yeah.
I went to Block, or just if y'all remember video game rental
Oh,
stores.
Oh,
man.
heck yeah, dude.
And the
Rogers in
cover
Canada.
art Vice City was amazing. It was, they say don't judge a book by its cover. Well, I did with GTA and it worked out. So what makes a GTA feel like a GTA? The first answer to that question, I kind of answered there. It was Vice City. It was where I was at in life, this 7-year-old kid. And I was just, it was my escape from the world. That's where it all started. As a kid, just in my room, I was now immersed in this city, and I could get, into the nostalgia trip about Vice City and, the radio stations and those songs. I mean, so now that I'm 27 years old and I hear those songs out in public, or if I go back, which I still play a lot of these old games because I make a lot of content on them. Now as an adult, it takes me back to my childhood. I'm no longer just playing the game like I was. Now I'm back in my childhood mentally as I'm playing these games. And then that's where GTA 3, I never played much of it as a child, but once I discovered there was other games as this young child, the GTA 3, that cover art sucked me in once again. And then that led me to San Andreas. And then GTA 4, I remember going to a friend's house. I had just been playing that summer that GTA 4 had come out. San Andreas. I didn't even know there was a new GTA, and he's got this Xbox 360, and I just remember seeing the water. Like, compared to San Andreas at that time, you just had to be there. GTA 4 was like what GTA 6 is going to look like to us. It's what Red Dead Redemption 2 looked like to us when it came out. It was just mind-blowing. Got an Xbox 360. I mean, again, it just takes me back to where I was at that point in life, the conversations I had with my friends. So GTA 5, I was 15 when that came out. When GTA 6 drops, I'll be 29 years old by one day. That was my teenage years.
Yeah.
As teenagers, a lot of us experiment. Any of you guys watching this, if you're a little bit younger right now, your teenage years, you parties a little bit, you experiment with some pisswasser, and so I did that on the fly, by the way. That was not planned. But my teenage years, I spent in a room creating content. And GTA 5, it doesn't take me back there yet, but like I know that as soon as GTA 6 drops, GTA 5 is going to be this huge wave of nostalgia. And at times it can be, because even though it's the current game, it's been out for so long. So like, first answer to this question of what makes GTA feel like GTA, firstly, it's the reason we all share the same passion for this series, and that's wherever you were at in life. Some of you guys were probably going through some like dark times in real life, and like gaming was your escape, whether it's parents going through divorce or growing up in just a not good household, or maybe it's good things too. But these video games become your escape, and that's again what makes GTA feel like GTA. But the next part of that, more of a nerdy response, more of a gamer response, and not so real life, is like when you play a lot of GTA, you'll notice similarities between each game. And one of the coolest ones that I've always thought is GTA San Andreas was the first game that allowed us to go to a different city in the mission St. Mark's Bistro, where we fly from Los Santos to Liberty City for just a short mission. But that was something really cool. In GTA 5, this game allowed us to go to North Yankton in the prologue and one of the story missions. Red Dead Redemption 2 took us to Guarma, this like new location in the middle of the game. And then GTA Online dropped Cayo Perico back in 2020, and it was that. And like the one similarity between this and what makes GTA feel like GTA, it just made me think of this, is Rockstar gives us these like locations in the middle of a story mode, and then you can't access them after that. And then if you do an online or whatever, then they patch it. But I'm hopeful that in GTA 6 we get something like this, and I think it's going to be, and I'm kind of theorizing a bit here, but I really think with the online portion, it's going to be more than like just what we see in GTA Online. I know there's been rumors in the past of like map expansions coming, kind of like Cayo Perico. It's like Rockstar's used all these previous games as testing grounds, but they're going to keep adding locations to these games and to GTA 6 and make the online this whole world basically. And that's a totally just crazy theory. But as I'm talking about this and geeking out out over this. That's what makes GTA feel like GTA. Those things that just stick out to you that you've come to know and love, whether it's the radio stations, you know, that's a big one. I remember playing Vice City when I was younger, and I almost don't want to say this because I don't use this word personally, is one of the radio stations, he's like, rated R for retarded, you know, and you can bleep
Yeah.
that out if you need. But my young kid brain like was like, wow, that's so funny to a 7-year-old. You know, just I had never heard nothing so outlandish before. And I had seen a tweet 2 days ago, and it says GTA 6 being the most hype media release of all time is funny. It's going to be the missions they've had for 25 years, chase down someone who owes you money, rob somebody else, fly a helicopter, while a radio broadcast goes, I got my son vaccinated and now he's gay.
Yeah, I
You
saw
know, it's
that.
still
I
like-
saw that. Yeah,
So
yeah.
true.
Yeah, I know that's like controversial to say. Those aren't my own words, but like that's
No,
GTA.
yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? It's
GTA.
a parody
True.
of real life.
Yeah.
So that's what makes it feel like that. And like another thing I'll digress with is like returning characters. I'm so pumped. There's a few things I'm excited for GTA 6, and I know you didn't explicitly ask that, and I'm kind of rambling a bit, but like the returning characters, you know, in the 3D era games, we see characters cross over, and then Rockstar created the universes, and we've seen like GTA 4 characters in GTA 5. So I'm excited for that in GTA 6, and we've kind of seen a snippet of that, and this is where it's going to get some controversy in the comments of like, this isn't Phil Cassidy from Vice City and GTA 6, but we saw him in the second trailer, you know, and how's that possible if there's different universes? Well, I'm not going to go into that, but Rockstar can kind of like pick and choose and alternate and change things as they like. I don't think that's the guy from Vice City, but it could be a son or something. So that's what makes GTA feel like GTA. The things that like you love the most, that bring back that nostalgia, you know, that take you back to where you were in real life, but also the things that when you've played so much GTA, you come to know and recognize in each game that you like look for. So I'm sure you
Yeah.
guys have some of those that y'all are watching, or you fellas right here that like when GTA 6 drops, the first thing you're going to do is go, for me, I'm gonna be hunting for some Easter eggs. I'm gonna go explore the oceans and stuff like that.
True.
But I'm sure y'all have the things that y'all love the most and are excited for. So
Yeah, for
that's a
those
very
watching,
long-winded
drop it in the
answer.
comments. What are
Awesome.
you going to do first when GTA 6 comes out?
Yeah.
No, that's awesome, man. And I second what you were saying about, you know, kind of using video games as an escape. I can't speak for you guys, but my parents divorced when I was younger, and I went through some pretty dark times, and gaming was an escape for me. And having these worlds that you could just sort of, you know, escape to and become whatever character you wanted and all that, and just kind of tune out all the noise was so vital to my, you know, formative years and all that. So I'm sure there's a lot more people out there like it, but no, that's
You're
awesome.
never
man.
alone.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
awesome thing about this community is, you know, we all have similar experiences with that stuff.
Right.
Okay, Bobby, what emotion do you associate with Grand Theft Auto at its best?
Yeah, this is a predictable answer from me, but definitely nostalgia. Like, I went through my whole teens with GTA 5, basically. That came out. I was 12 years old when that came out. So that golden era, like living through that golden era of 5 growing up. And I was just like playing online, loving it. The original heist came out, the Leicester ones, man. I can't tell you how many times I've played those. It was just, yeah, it's just like special, you know? And same thing, like growing up as a kid, me, San Andreas was that game I played so much of, like before school, go to my friend's house, plug in all the cheat codes on our scrunched up piece of paper that we had. But it's like, it's, you know, it's just so unique as well. Even, I've talked about it before, but the cheat in those games, they're so unique as well, like leaves you with incredible memories of that. So I feel like it's a unique game, and you end up kind of just always thinking back to it, you know, with good memories, and it gets you excited for the next sure.
Yeah, no, that's a great answer, right? And I'm with you too. Nostalgia. And my first Grand Theft Auto was Grand Theft Auto 3. So that should tell you about, you know, I played that at my cousin's house on his PlayStation when I don't know, I was probably 9-10 years old, something like that. So yeah, I mean, I've played almost every single one of these games as they've come out, like playing, you know, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas with, you know, my best friend over the entire summer we had off school, you know, and then the split screen options with the jetpacks, and
I was
then
going
you
to
have
say the two-player
Oh,
mode
yeah.
was so good with friends, man.
yeah.
You just go up to your friend trying to run away and you just kiss him.
Oh, that was the funniest thing.
Oh man, so many good memories, and you know that's I think a lot of people feel that way. Nostalgia is a great way to sort of correlate emotion with Grand Theft Auto. So good answer, man. Bav, when you think Oh, sorry. Hold on. When you think of your favorite GTA moments, were they scripted or something that you created yourself?
Going back to what we were saying, the best moments I thought have to be the moments that you've made yourself. Like going back, GTA 3 was one of my first GTAs, and I was way too young to understand or even care what it was about. Just didn't play missions. I'd just be breaking into the dealership over and over trying to get the band's favorite car. And all I would want to do is just try and jump over the bridge at the start. I never got it, but it was so much fun, so simple. But like then with San Andreas, I'd go over to my cousin's house and we'd just be trading cheat codes. So we'd just be sitting there, pen to paper, writing everything down. Like, here you go, this is the jetpack, this is this one. And that was such a cool thing. We treasured those pieces of paper so it was just insane. And even still with San Andreas, didn't care about the story. So I would steal their memory card, plug it into my PlayStation, make a save on it just so I could get to the other islands. I was such a cheat.
Memory cards.
But
Oh my gosh.
I know, they were like 2 megabytes now. It's insane. Like that was massive back then.
That was huge.
Yeah, they were some of the best memories, is ones that you created yourself. Even with like GTA Online, not really like a specific mission that I'll reference. It's just like the memories that you made with the times before Heist came out and you had to make your own fun. There was nothing to really do in online, so we'd like spawn in like a bunch of vehicles, set them up around the map, and then just pretend that we're running a heist, get a 5-star wanted level, and just go on a rampage and be like, all right, we've just robbed this bank. We've now got to go get to the helicopter that's over here and parachute over here, get the boat. It's just moments that you created yourself. Really, they're the best moments in GTA.
Yeah, no, that's
Hey.
yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No,
I was just
of
gonna
course.
say you ain't gotta get ready to
Oh,
stay
look at
ready.
that.
Look at that.
He's got a memory
That's a
card,
relic.
a piece of history. That should be in a museum
Got
somewhere.
everything there, Zach.
Right.
Need to put that
Some
in a
dust on
glass
that for
box.
sure.
That's awesome,
that's so
man.
cool.
Show and tell. Show and tell.
Yeah. Hey, when you cover these nostalgic games, man, you got to have it on standby. So
That's great. Love
That's
that.
freaking awesome. In relation to your response, Bav, as far as like creating your own experiences and that being the highlight of Grand Theft Auto for you, just to kind of throw this out there, who all is like really hoping that we get some, who all is really hoping that we get a good amount of control over like UGC content with Grand Theft Auto 6?
oh yeah, I'm gonna
UGC 's
save
tricky.
that because it's kind of an answer to a later question, but
Oh,
it's
do we
it's
have
exciting.
a UGC question?
What's that?
Oh no,
No, I was saying, do we have a UGC question? I actually had some things I was going to bring up about it.
We
I'll
can
wait
save
for
it till
the-
later.
for the
No, that's
question if
totally
you do.
fine. Let's save it till later. I'm
Okay,
jumping the gun. No. That's good. Okay, so Project Vice. What's one thing that Grand Theft Auto 6 cannot get wrong for you personally?
I think for me, and I feel like a lot of people would probably tend to agree with me, they can't get the immersion side of things wrong. I think that I don't doubt they're going to nail that side of things. Like based off what we've seen already throughout, trailer 1 to the screenshots, we're already seeing that already. So I think that's definitely one thing that I feel they can't get wrong is how immersed we actually get into the game. I mean, even like from trailer 1 even alone back in 2023, which is crazy now how long ago that was, and it feels like yesterday that trailer came out. Like seeing Vice Beach with all those NPCs on that one shot, like that blew me away when I first saw that. I was like, holy crap! Like,
Yeah.
are we actually going to be able to play GTA 6 with all those NPCs like scattered throughout like that? I don't know, but like that's already looking amazing. So I guess the density of NPCs and stuff's going to be wild. Like I want to see how Rockstar go about that. So but yeah, I think the immersive side of things, they can get the environments and the characters and everything right in terms of like the story and stuff. I feel like everything will just naturally just like seamlessly come together, and I'm sure Rockstar's gonna nail those aspects. So I think if they get all those things right, I'm sure we'll be fine and experience another masterpiece. So yeah, I think it's more so like us getting immersed into the world. If they don't get that right, then, which like I said, I don't doubt they're going to. I think we should be good as long as they get that right.
Well, you're a man after my own heart. I've been knocking on the immersion drum for a while now. And which, by the way, it's funny that you mentioned the beaches. Have you guys seen the side-by-side shots of the GTA 5 beach versus the Grand Theft Auto 6 beach?
It's
Oh, man.
insane.
Insane.
It makes
drastically
GTA
different.
5 look like a PlayStation 2 game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's wild. It's really, really crazy. Like the side by side comparisons you see of 5 and 6, it just goes to show you like Rockstar like cooking here. My word, like they literally are. It's insane. Like literally every shot. Trailer 1, even 2. I feel like for me, trailer 1, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just because I don't know. I guess because it was the first trailer. I kind of feel like with what they showed, I was like, I guess because it was probably the first trailer as well. Like I was just absolutely blown away with the visuals. Like it's astonishing. It truly is. Like there
Yeah.
literally has not been any game out there on the PS5 or the Series X. Everything's pretty much been cross-gen. And GTA 6 is set to be the one that's going to showcase the power of these consoles because, there's literally hasn't been anything out there thus far that's been able to take advantage of these consoles. So I'm sure with 6, we're going to be seeing all the stuff we've been wanting to see with these current gen consoles. We're going to be seeing that.
Yeah,
with 6.
I agree. Okay, Jetro, what is your favorite way to play Grand Theft Auto after the story is finished?
Ooh, okay, so, well, this is kind of a freebie, but 100%. I mean, you got to, right? I love doing shit like that in the game. But my actual thing in the game to do is like kind of Zach touched on it, but mystery hunt and like Easter eggs and stuff. I love those in GTA games. Like, I remember being like 14, immersed in like the Mount Chiliad mystery, like a month after the game came out, and the Infinity Killer, and like all the different UFOs around the map. And also like I love like those like random locations that like no one should really ever find unless you are like completely off the beaten path. But then someone still thought about it, and it's like this well-made like building, or it's run down or whatever. Like that is by far my favorite thing to do in GTA.
Oh, yeah.
Like
That's awesome.
like it's kind of like what Project Vice said about like getting immersed, like just like driving around, finding a spot that like you haven't seen in a video before or whatever. Like I still feel like sometimes I like drive around in GTA 5 and I'm like I find spots that I haven't seen before. Like,
Yeah,
Crazy.
that's amazing.
I love that. That is definitely up. That is exactly what I'm doing with this as soon. And the water too. The water.
my God.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
dude. Don't even get me started on the water.
Waving over the water.
Yeah.
Jetro, you had an
That
amazing video
screenshot?
recently about the lore behind GTA 5's ocean mysteries.
Oh, dude, I love that video. There's
Some of my
so
most viewed
much there,
videos.
bro. There's so
Yeah.
much there, and I appreciate that. Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, no, so some of my most viewed videos and live streams over GTA 5's life cycle is like the underwater, because I remember just last year I discovered there was a mod created by Zolika for GTA 4 that allows you to go underwater, and you couldn't do that in that game. And it's just like
Oh, no
something about
way.
these areas we couldn't explore before are so amazing. And I know GTA 6, I was watching an old video of mine from like 2018, and I was talking about the oceans in GTA 6 back then, and undoubtedly how amazing they're going to be. It's going to be like, I love how y'all touched on GTA 5 looking like a PS2 game. Like this is going to make GTA 5 look the same way. Or like when Red Dead 2 dropped, I remember thinking how amazing the game is, and it still is. But when GTA 6 drops, it's going to make Red Dead 2 look like a PS2 game, which is hard
True.
to fathom. You can't, because it's so good.
And it
it's
hasn't
crazy.
been done
Yeah.
yet. That's why you can't even fathom it.
Yeah.
Have you
Let me
guys looked at
hijack your
Xbox
question.
360 GTA 5 gameplay recently?
No.
Yo, it's a hard watch.
Yeah.
Yo, it's a hard
Crazy.
watch, bro. Like the fact that we all looked at this and we were like, "Yo, they cooked. What the hell?"
We're doing it
Look
right
at it,
now
it's
as
like,
well.
bro, there's like not a tree in sight. They couldn't render it
Yeah.
at the time.
No shadows.
And the ground as well. It's
Dude, I remember
horrible.
being blown away like San Andreas, or Vice City or GTA 3. It's like, all you have is what you have to go on, and then you experience this
That's
new
true.
thing for the
Right.
first time, and it's like
Very true.
mind-boggling,
The
And
cycle
that's
continues.
Well, yeah, and I was gonna say too, because you kind of touched on it in your response. But what makes a GTA game for me is like finding all the random like hyper detailed things in the world that like most people probably pass by 100 times and don't pay any attention to. And I saw a video as a short on YouTube of this guy that was like zooming in on a sheep that was drinking out of a water trough in Red Dead Redemption 2, and its tongue was like literally lapping up the water. It's like nobody probably even pays any attention to that, but like they go through that amount of detail in the game, and like it's when you stumble on those little things that like sell the immersion for me. It's like, okay, I'm definitely in a Rockstar game, So.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Okay, well, cool. That was round 1, so that's in the books. We'll go on to round 2. This is going to be more like gameplay and systems oriented, and we'll just start right back up at the top with ZacCox. Which moment in the trailers convinced you that GTA 6 is on a different level?
Okay, so that's a great question, and we kind of just segued into that based on what you were talking about, the details. One of the first things I noticed, it was in trailer 1, and then we see a bit of it and it's expanded upon in trailer 2, is the money. So like dollar bills in GTA games, they've been there, like the evolution, you know, from the OG ones where you come on, how many of y'all picked up a hooker, did your thing, killed them, got your money back with the green
What?
money, the cash is
I would
spinning on the
never.
ground. Freudian
Wait
slip.
till we
Yeah,
get
just-
Insider back, right? It's Insider.
Yeah.
GTA.
Right. So it's like
Or Vice City
it's
Insider.
like
Yeah.
we've seen money in GTA, and in GTA 4 they have in some of the pubs like a $20 bill up on a bulletin board, like right here, and it's got the Rochelle from San Andreas, the cover girl, on the money instead of like a president. And then GTA 5, it's they have a money ban, so you can't see who the president is. Well, GTA 6 in the trailer, we have found out that the presidents on the bills are on the Red Dead Redemption 2 cigarette cards. Like
That's
that level of
crazy,
detail,
yeah.
they've tied in like the universes. So that's like the first thing that comes to mind. And that actually come to mind on the fly. I tried to get an answer earlier for this. And the first one was like, I didn't see anything right off the bat that was like, okay, this is different. Yeah, there is the levels of detail. And I guess I'm so spoiled to it from Red Dead 2, things that I've noticed in the game, or like things that I've seen in short form videos that I never noticed. Like you said, like the sheep's tongue flipping, or like we all know about the horse testicles. You know, that was a huge thing. Like when Red Dead
Huge
Redemption
indeed.
2 leading up to that. Yeah. And but my first thought was like, it wasn't necessarily in the trailer, it was in the leaks from 2022. And I know that those are probably not as accurate now, because those leaks, believe it or not, will be what, 4.5 years old almost when
Oh my
GTA
God,
6
that's
drops.
Most of them
Crazy.
were like were from like what, 2019? Am I wrong about
Yeah,
that?
and so it's like even older
Oh
than that.
my God, yeah.
But I remember in some of the leaks seeing how like your chairs are adjustable, like in the car, and the steering wheel, and the mirror. And it's like, I want my cake and eat it too. And I can like, I don't ever mean to part GTA. It's like, why didn't they do this, or why didn't they do that? I'd actually felt bad one time. Like I'd asked Obi Vermai on Twitter, of y'all familiar with him?
Yes,
He's worked
yes,
on a lot of
yes.
the older GTAs. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
all right, so GTA San Andreas, a game that lets us do everything. We rob a $60 million jetpack. We can, change our appearance up and down, haircuts, but you can't climb ladders. I was like, is there a reason that ladders were left out of the game? And if you didn't know, there are no climbable ladders in San Andreas. And he's like, really? You're going to focus on like that, and technical limitations and things? And I didn't mean it. It was a totally naive question. I was just like, from a guy who's not a developer or anything like that. It was just a genuine question. But when I seen those leaks, and again, I know those are probably not accurate. I would love that level of detail in the game. But now that like, it's weird to say, like I'm Unk status, like getting a little bit older, like we've all grown up and become full-blown adults since we were kids playing GTA. It's like these changes in the games, I hope it doesn't stray too far away from the roots. Like, yes, I would love all these customization features and all this deep level of detail and intricate level, but I hope it doesn't get like too complicated. You know? And I'm just saying that as an older guy. I know the younger guys, you can get immersed, and I probably will too. It'll be an adjustment. And like there's always been this fear, and it's totally irrational, but I'm just gonna say it. It's like, all the OGs of Rockstar left, like Dan Houser, Leslie Benzies, even Laszlo stepped away, a few years ago. And I know these three guys are not responsible. It's a whole studio-wide effort, and it's the guys that we don't even know exist, but when we skip through the credits, their names and stuff, that are like responsible for bringing these worlds to life, each in their own individual and respective way. And while I'm talking about it, if any former or past present Rockstar developers happen to be watching, we thank y'all so much for the time, the effort, the blood, sweat, and tears that you put into this.
Yeah, 100%.
It's with these, like I said, the big names stepping away, is always like in the back of your mind, is it going to be like that same GTA feel? And like I said, irrationally, my brain is like, what if it's not? But rationally, yes, I'm sure it will be even better, right, than every GTA combined. But that's kind of the answer to the question of like, okay, this is different. It was just, I hope that it's so detailed, but in the same sentence, I'm like, I hope that it doesn't stray away from the roots of GTA, right?
Yeah. And
But-
to your,
See, and I was sorry.
no, go ahead. I'm just hosting. They're here for you
See,
guys.
I was worried about that too, Zach. Like as soon as I saw all the people leave, I was like, oh no, like we could be in for like a big shift. And then I saw a character like Cal, and I saw that plane sign that had something to do with like 6ix9ine on the back of it in that
Yeah.
like city shot in the trailer. I was like, yeah, no, we're good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Should
We're
be good.
Yeah, very much
Yeah,
so.
we good.
Yes.
That's what I always
Yep.
point
That's
to.
why I
I've been
acknowledge-
asked a few times, you know, do you guys or people in my live stream said, do you think it's still going to have like the same, you know, raw sense of humor? And I always go straight to that opening shot on the beach with the plane banner and all that. I'm like, we're fine.
Yeah.
We're fine.
And it was
You
such
know?
an easy detail to miss, but
Yeah.
like you see it and you're like, oh, that's the most GTA thing I've ever seen.
Rockstar.
Rockstar.
100%.
Yeah. No.
100%.
I guess just to reiterate, I love that level of detail with the Red Dead lore tying in with GTA. So it's like I hope Rockstar kind of absolves the universes a bit there. Like, what if we see a Tommy Vercetti grave or something crazy?
Oh,
You know,
man.
like
That'd be
just
cool.
some nice
I
homage.
bet we.
so-
I actually bet we probably will see. To be
Yeah.
honest,
right.
Well, because and correct me if I'm wrong, but someone saw his mansion in the trailer. No,
Yeah, that
I
was in
remember
trailer
pointing
one,
that
right?
out, like in a live
I don't know if
breakdown.
it
I'm
like
like, this is
actually
Starfish
is, but
Island.
it looks like it.
Yeah, it does
It's
look
where
like
it would be in the old game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't imagine that they
So-
don't do anything as relates to Tommy Vercetti, you know, like whether it's like
Right.
giving us, you know, his old blue Hawaiian shirt or, you know, the mansion or,
I could
you know,
see that for sure.
I thought it would be
Yeah.
really cool if like, you know, he was like in game, like much older and like running for mayor. Like we never like really get to hear him talk or anything, but like his presence is just kind of like felt or something. I don't know. I thought that'd be
I
cool.
reckon, I reckon they could do some type of mystery with him or someone like that. You know what I mean? Like you know
Yeah.
how in like GTA 5 you have like the mystery of like the ghost on top of the top of Mount Chiliad. Like there's like a certain
Oh, yeah.
time that you have to be there. Like maybe it could be something like that where we just see him for a split second and then disappears. Like you know what I mean? I reckon like
Yeah.
an Easter egg like that would be absolutely awesome.
I think it's gonna be more so like you know how when Lester like kind of briefly mentions like working with
Nico, yeah.
like he's
Yeah.
like
Yeah, in the high
Eastern
Yeah,
European
li-
guy,
I
but
f-
he went
yeah,
quiet.
Yeah,
yeah,
maybe
I
that.
feel like it's gonna be something like that. Like you're gonna hear
Yeah.
about it on like the news or like a history channel or something because it'd be
Like
like
a reference.
Right.
yeah,
Yeah,
it'd be
like-
like what
yeah.
like 30,
We haven't seen
30 plus
craziness
years
like
past
this since
point?
the 80s, you know? Somebody saying something. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. No, that's
Do
yeah.
y'all mind
for
if I
sure.
give like a geek
Go for it, go for it.
answer? Because there's going to be that one
Mhm.
person that comments and they're going to be like, these are how the universes work. So we've got 3 universes. There's 2D, which is your GTA 1 and 2. And then you've got the 3D universe, which is GTA 3, Vice City, San Andreas, Liberty City Stories, and Vice City Stories. And then you have the HD, which is Chinatown Wars, GTA 4, the episodes, and GTA 5. And so how it works is everything from one universe to the other can cross over except characters, but there's an exception. If a character is only heard in a 3D game or 3D era game, but they don't have a character model, they can then appear in the HD universe. So
Laszlo.
we've got like Willie from Love Fist in GTA 5. If you go back to Vice City, he's the only member that doesn't appear in the game or have a character model. They're just like, oh, Willie's in the bathroom. Or there's Chris Fermage, the Epsilon program leader. In GTA San Andreas, he is heard on the radio, same guy, but in GTA 5, he actually appears in this different universe with his new character model that he didn't have in San Andreas. So like I mentioned Phil Cassidy earlier, and hopefully it doesn't sound confusing as I'm saying all this, but he physically appeared in these 3D games. He was a gun dealer and or an arms dealer, and he's missing his arm. Well, then in GTA
he's an
6 in the
arm
trailer,
dealer.
yeah, an arm dealer, and
I'm
he
dealer.
so it's like, how can he appear? He's got an arm. Did he grow it back? Well, he could have had a son. You know what I mean? Like he can't physically appear unless Rockstar just absolves the universes. So that's where it's like we could maybe see a statue of Tommy, or like you said, it referenced in the background. It's almost like in the HD universe, the 3D era games are like this like TV show, video game fake world in the HD universe, if that makes sense.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I got a
so that's kind
couple
of a
videos on
geeky
that.
answer I wanted to throw in. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're good. I got a couple
digress.
videos on that. I don't think that they are. Avery Carrington is one of the characters in Vice City and Liberty Stories, I think it is.
Yep.
He appears in GTA Online as Avery Duggan. I feel like that's
Right.
what to do with Cassidy is possibly just give him a different name, and it's like still
Yeah.
based on that same character, but
Right.
a different universe version of like
What a
that.
great theory. Yeah.
Yeah,
Call of
that's how I
Duty did
feel
it.
about
They like rewrote all their characters. Like you still got
Yeah.
Captain Price, but a different version of him in a different universe. So
Yeah.
That's true.
I
Yeah.
love that. That's a great theory.
Rockstar does what it do.
It does what it do.
They make
Hey,
I'm telling you,
one
you
of
guys are
y'all
gonna
needs
start
to
saying
the
that.
motto for this show.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, Jetro, I've got one for you. If you could change one thing about the GTA 5 police system, Well, let me rephrase this. If you could change one thing about the police system going from GTA 5 to GTA 6, what would it be?
Oh man, we need to make them smarter. Like, bro, do you know how many left-right pump fakes I have done on these guys to avoid them? Not to mention, you guys know in GTA 5, like those
That's so
garage
predictable.
doors that open,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like they're all around the map. You just drive up, drive your car in, whatever. You get out, close behind you, bro. They lose to those. Okay. If I had to give like a specific example, I would say like there needs to be like alternate like ending scenarios. Like for example, like when you if you haven't like done any like major crime, I forget like criteria for it, but it's like you can get like pulled over by them and then it just says busted and then you spawn with no weapons, right? There needs to be some more stuff like they give you a ticket or they have better I will say I think this is mentioned in the leaks, but they need to have like better recognition of like, oh, you lost your wanted level but they found your car again. So like, and again I'm mentioning that because I think that is in the game. I think we saw that in the 2022 leaks, but yeah, they just need to be smarter, bro. They are so dumb right now. Like, oh man,
It's
you
true.
can beat
It's
them
true.
so easily. They're
The
just
amount
like a
of time-
nuisance in GTA 5.
But
Realistically.
They're
GTA 4
downgraded big time.
And GTA
Yeah.
4 was much better. It was much better in my
was.
opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like compared to 5.
Yeah, in GTA
There was
5, it's
a-
like you're like hiding around a corner, and then you're just about to lose them, and they're just about to see you, and then you lose them just before they hit that corner, and then okay, like they've lost you, you go just walk next to them, and everything's fine. Like you
Yeah.
just walk in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
and
forget
especially
who you
like
are.
if you're in like a chase with them, like I think one of the reasons they're so much worse in 4 is because like driving is so much harder. So like if they hit you, like you get screwed over like way harder than you do it. Like in 5, they like nudge you and you're still going 1/3. So it's
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, they're literally a new GTA 5. They just need to have like, some substance to them. I don't know what
Yeah.
that is
Yeah.
entirely, but like, yeah.
I think
Well,
they
that-
should.
about that.
Go ahead.
Yes, I was just going to say to Jet, like the Hank Waffles diner robbery scene that we saw within the leaked footage, like
Oh man,
that's
insane.
that's already a major step up from 5. The fact
Yeah,
that they don't just rush
insane.
in straight away, they circle you
Yeah.
around outside, wait for you
You
to
have
come out.
hostages, so they don't want to
Yeah.
rush in to like
Exactly.
have them injured. Yeah.
Exactly. So we've already seen that already, and that was back in what those clips 2020, 2021, something like that. I don't know, but
Yeah,
like
so
that's
they're gonna have. I
yeah.
will say, I wonder if that was like a mission scenario, or like maybe because that seems like
Yeah.
like if that happens all the time, we're talking about a new level of immersion. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Like
Wow.
like if that happens just like while you're in free roam, bro, just more hype.
Man.
November
So hype.
2026, bro.
You're just living
Oh
a
my
movie at that point.
God.
It's gonna hurry up, man.
Yeah.
Come on, this year's
Oh,
gonna go
dude.
next year.
Until you get
I'm
used
gonna
to it, then you're gonna
cry
play this
asleep.
back in like 1 year and 3 months and be like, I miss the GTA 5 cops, man.
No.
Like you accidentally hit an NPC and then
No.
you know they're just like all up on your case, checking your
You're gonna
license
see
plate.
videos. They're too busted.
That's
They're
right.
The cops.
Well, you guys
Yeah.
know how like when you're running from them and you like break line of sight and like turn down an alleyway and then go up into like a parking garage and they didn't see you go in there, but they just kind of like magnetically gravitate towards your position and then
Oh,
the guy
yeah,
like
yeah,
runs around the
yeah.
corner. He's like, there he is. You know, it's like I hope that they do make the cops a lot smarter and you know give us like a witness system, description system. Heck, give us like CCTV cameras that like pick up your position and like relay that information to the cops if you want. Make it a lot harder, but balance that by giving us like a true line of sight escape system. You know, so if we really do like break line of sight, you know, they go flying past that alleyway that you turned down instead of like turning into the alleyway to explore it. You know what I mean? So
True.
I think that would be much more immersive in my opinion.
Yeah, I think
very much.
like the only like really immersive thing that they did is like there is like a mechanic in GTA 5 where if you pull into like an alley and you turn off your lights, they are less likely to find you because your car is less visible like at night.
Ah.
So
I didn't even know that.
That's like the only.
Yeah, I didn't even know
that's
that.
Like, that's the only like really immersive, and
Isn't
it's
it if
not
you, like, duck
perfect.
as
Like
well, if you in your car, if you
yeah,
duck
and
down.
if you hold A, you can duck, and then it makes
Yeah.
it harder as well. But I
Wow.
don't know anyone
Yeah,
that uses
that ducking feature, I didn't even know about that until like years later.
I forgot all about the
it
ducking
is so
feature.
useless.
Yeah.
It is so useless.
Yeah, pretty much.
Realistically.
Did y'all ever play Mafia 2 back in the day?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
like not GTA, but yeah, like they were ahead of their time with the ticket system. You know, you speed and it's kind of it's like cool at first, but then it gets kind of annoying over time, you know. But GTA 4, I didn't know this, and I've always thought, man, like the cops were nerfed in GTA 5, but in like EMS, first responders and all that, because like in GTA 5, if you shoot somebody, they just like lay on the ground and die. But like in GTA GTA 4, the ambulance would come pick him up, you know. But I found this out a few months ago, and it's crazy because we're talking GTA 4, and that game is what 17 years old now. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Something like that.
I only found this year. When recording for a video, I saw it's a scripted event and it happens in the game all the time, but there's a car that's pulled over and an officer walks up, talks to the NPC in the window, goes to their trunk, opens it, acts like he's searching it, shuts the trunk, and then walks back to his car. And I didn't even know that was a thing. I'd never seen that, but I come across it and it's always there, right there where Central Park is. It's like a block away from that, and it always shows up in the game. So I was like, whoa, that is crazy, because I don't know of anything like that in GTA 5.
Yeah,
and there probably is.
There
but
is. I think there is. I remember seeing it on Reddit.
Yeah, it's like those things blow your mind. It's like that's a 17-year-old game, and I just discovered that this year. And
Yeah,
I think we
true.
talked about earlier, like the things we're still learning. Or Jetro, you were talking about with like secret locations and stuff. You know, you're cruising around and you're like, I didn't know of this, and it's in a 13-year-old game. You know, and so it's like fireworks side, that feeling when you find that secret, or you know what I mean. And you could post it online, and everybody's like, we knew about that in 2013. You know, but
true.
still, that was new to me. You know,
Yeah. There's always
That's
going to be
true.
that one guy that says he knows everywhere on the map.
he done knew it. Yeah.
Always that one comment.
Wasn't there in GTA 4? I didn't even know. Apparently, Nico can pick up a cigarette. I didn't even know that.
Ooh, shout out to Dark Space. I
Yeah,
seen
Dark
that.
Space.
Yeah.
You said
Yeah.
that. I didn't even know that.
His videos are next level.
Oh
Man.
man, his
Oh,
videos
yeah.
are so good.
Talented fella.
Yeah, he makes really good animations and stuff.
I was
he's ahead of
blown
the
away
game.
by that. Like it just is
Yeah.
just is the pure amount of time that he puts into his videos. Like, my gosh. If you guys
crazy.
haven't watched Dark
He's been
Space
doing that
videos,
forever.
you need to go check it out.
It's so good,
Yeah.
so good.
Okay, so we'll go on to Bogan here. I got a question for you, Babby. Do you think the social media element in GTA 6 is going to be major gameplay or just background ambience?
Look, based on trailer 1, it was heavily featured in there, so I wouldn't be surprised it is heavily in the game. I hope it isn't, because trying to navigate a social media system phone with a controller, I feel is just so difficult and tedious to do. So personally, I hope it's not in there, but we spoke about this on a previous episode, I believe. If they use the social media system to have some kind of an honor system from Red Dead, I think that'd be really cool. Like your public is out there. So if you commit like a bad act in front of someone, they'll take a photo or a video, upload it to see it, but then that will negatively impact you. Whereas if you do something good, then they'll post about that only in the public eye. It doesn't need to be as in-depth as Red Dead, where you know you go and save an animal in the middle of nowhere and then you get an honor buff for that. But just like stuff that you do in the public eye, I think would be kind of cool to do social media if they were to go down that route. I personally still don't really want social media to GTA 6, but I feel like it might.
Yeah. One of the things that I was thinking, you know, when it comes to social media, I don't necessarily need an app that, you know, is difficult to navigate or whatever. What I would be interested in is like, it would be another way for Rockstar to sort of capitalize on like the cultural, you know, parodies of the world. And like, think about it in a way, like if there was an app that you could kind of scroll through and look at, it'd be like, you know, all the parodies they do of like radio advertisements and all that, but they just translate all that over to like social media posts, you know, like your content creators walking down the street, doing stupid stuff, making stupid faces, saying stupid things. And then like you could also have it to where like an NPC records you running out of a bank with a bag full of money and a gun, hopping in a car and being like, whoa, I just saw this crazy thing earlier today. And then you get like a little mini replay of like something that you did. Yeah. So if they were going to do it, that's how I would want it. But I don't know, you know, to what extent we're going to have it.
Yeah.
Well,
if you go back to like GTA if you go back to like GTA 4, we had phones like social media.
Right.
GTA 5 was just kind of becoming a thing. We had Snapmatic and then social clubs and Instagram in game. So it would definitely make sense for them to incorporate social media, and what you said with including like streamers walking around the map just filming themselves. I think that'd be hilarious, like an NPC interact. I think that'd be sick.
You do have a touchpad
That's
on that
what I was gonna say.
PlayStation controller. Just saying.
True.
Swipe.
That
No,
would
but
make
that's
it a
what-
lot easier.
That's what I was gonna say. Is like, because I'm kind of jumping the gun, because this was actually one of the things on my like wish list. Is like, because in trailer 1 we saw like a bunch of like live streams, right?
Mhm.
How sick would it be if you could like pull up the social media and there was like you scroll down and there's like
Yes.
a live stream going on and you
Wow.
could tell where that is on
And
the
go
map
find it?
and
Oh,
go there
boy,
and
that's
find
cool.
the stream.
Oh,
That That would be
Yeah.
the most next level immersion ever.
Oh wow.
Call it influencer hunting.
I can see it.
But I do see Bav. Yeah, it's actually stream
Yes.
sniping.
Oh,
No, but
Oh
I
my
do see your
God,
point.
literally
about,
stream
it would be
sniping.
annoying to navigate.
Wow.
To see a rocket flying in the live stream.
oh, that's gold.
Oh,
That'd be
love
man.
it.
So that would be sick.
Rockstar, if you're listening,
expand on
you've
that?
got an extra 6 months. If you haven't already,
Make it
What you
make
do,
it happen.
Rockstar.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahaad and
or
expand.
refunding.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, Bav, you had a great point, like comparing it and looking at how like Rockstar has evolved. I think GTA 4 is really the first game where we saw like any form of like social media with the internet cafes.
Yes,
And
yes.
some of them were immersive, like Little Lacey's surprise pageant. You go to that website and it's you exit out and then you have a 6-star wanted level.
Yeah.
You know, it's like look at things you shouldn't have been. And like Rockstar slowly expanded. GTA 4 was the first game that really like let us watch TV in the game. And if y'all don't know, Saints Row 2 actually came out a little bit after GTA 4, and they made a parody of this. In Saints Row 2, there was a commercial in this game, and they're taking shots at GTA, and it's like, would you rather go to the cabaret with your friend? And it's all in the price down GTA font.
Oh.
Or the other one is, would you rather watch TV within the game you're playing on your TV? You know, and GTA 4 is the first game that like lets us do this. And funny enough, Roman Bellic, his voice actor, Jason Zumwalt, is actually a voice in Saints Row 2 as well. So like
didn't know
Saints
that.
I
Row
didn't know that.
versus
Oh, wow.
GTA. Fun
Interesting
fact.
fact.
Yeah,
I guess he didn't sign a
he's on the
non-compete.
radio. Right.
That's
playing
Yeah,
for
very
who has-
talented individual. So GTA 4 kind of built that. And even as far back as like, if you really want to know all the details, if you can't play a lot of GTA, like things you don't see. But like GTA 3 had these internet cafes that weren't really interactive. It was just like old computer monitors and you could go in the building. Vice City, the intro to that game was an old computer. San Andreas, I can't think off the top of my head if it had anything related to that. But in GTA 5, you know, they expanded on this with GTA 4. Really, we see like Jimmy DeSanta ambiently on Nico's Life Invader
Yeah.
page as an
Yeah,
Easter egg. Or
yeah.
the
Yeah.
prevalence of Jay Norris and taking him out in that mission. And like, you know, this is at a time when GTA 5 come out that Facebook's really like blowing up bigger than it ever had been. So that was cool to see in the game. And then he's mentioned in the leaks as well. There's one where this guy's like, Jay Norris is downloading our brains and selling it to the Chinese, you know.
Break out of the effing cage.
Yeah.
that's perfect.
Yeah, so and then yes, with the prevalence of social media in the trailers, I think it's going to be a bigger part. And like Rockstar tends to expand on things more and more with each game, and I think it will play a bigger part. How do I know exactly how? No, but I know like even in GTA 5, like the stock market in single player, you can make a ton of money. And there's been all those theories that like GTA 6 online is going to implement like cryptocurrency and stuff. That's not confirmed, right? That is speculation, but at this point, kind of like with GTA Online, it's become this huge thing. I used to think, how can Rockstar make it bigger? And I mentioned earlier on when we started this of like them adding in new locations to online, but it'll be like bigger where we see, I guess this is kind of going into that user generated content question of like, you know, we have RP right now and we know that Rockstar has acquired the companies that have started RP, like No Pixel. I don't know the details exactly or the names, but you know, we've got guys pretending to go to work in GTA. So it's like, we'll see that expanded upon and the prevalence of that with social media. And I've seen people say this for years, but also it'd be hilarious to see like Rockstar's take on YouTubers, for instance, you know, or if they throw in a little nod to their own community, because Rockstar watches.
they do.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
there's man, like two instances I can think of with Rockstar like watching YouTubers is
Yeah, I
in
got one.
GTA 4. There was a video like from 2009 of a guy recording with a camera on his TV on a Faggio, and he's like Scooter Brothers.
Mm,
And then you
yeah.
switch to
Brothers.
Trevor in game.
They have a
and
nod to that. Yeah.
That is
Brothers,
perfect.
yeah.
I love
No
that.
Or
way.
in Red Dead Redemption 2, there's an Easter egg in New Austin, and it's like a goat woman like mounted up on this like in this like farmhouse or whatever. And that's a reference to a YouTube video from 2010, like super low quality. There was this glitch, and the person turned into like a goat woman or something like that
didn't know that.
NPC, Rockstar turned this into an actual Easter egg. So they
Oh, wow.
watch, you know what I mean? So yeah.
Very interesting.
Rockstar definitely watch. I got a video that
Yeah.
I made a couple years when I was doing Red Dead out. Picked up one of mine, featured it. It was like a year old at that point, so
Hey.
they were
Yeah.
browsing through that.
Damn.
Love
Yeah,
it.
wow.
Cool.
Have you guys seen the meme of like, you guys know who Any Austin is?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he is literally like, he's released 2 videos now, like
Oh, yeah.
dissecting GTA airports. And
Oh,
I think
yeah.
it's like within a week of both of those videos coming out and him basically saying like, they look cool, but they're trash.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
realistic.
GTA 6 gets delayed.
The airports are
Yeah, right.
Hold
Hold
up.
up.
It's to blame.
It's just
All
him
right.
to blame, like, bro, we need 6 months for this airport.
That's who
Yeah.
who we
Yeah.
know
Such
who to
unique
blame. Yeah.
content he has.
That's the same guy that does like where the telephone poles go or how many telephone poles are like I trace a where,
His videos are
where the
so
rivers
cool.
go. Yeah.
So sick.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, let's see what do we got here. I think we're on Project Vice. Third playable protagonist. Okay, so this question, let me rephrase this because it condensed it a little bit. So would you rather have a third playable protagonist, Jason and Lucia team mode as a third playable option, or just keep it the 2 playable protagonists that we know about in the trailers, and why?
Oh, great question. Yeah, so considering that you rephrased that, but yeah, no, I think there has, I don't know if it's from the leaks. I could be wrong, actually, if there's anything like, I think mentioned in the leaks where like you can share your consumables with either Lucia or Jason. I don't know if that was is mentioned in the leaks or not, but maybe they might be, this is just me speculating here, obviously not confirmed or anything like that, but maybe they could be implementing something like that where it's like a co-op single player campaign. I don't know if they're going to do that, but I feel like just sticking to like either swapping between either Lucia or Jason is probably the way to go rather than doing anything like that. But maybe they could come up with something that I can't even think of that would be really cool, depending on how it's implemented. But I feel like the right call would be just going with that and not including a third protagonist or anything along those lines. However, with that being said, there was in the leaks, there was that character that one of the Rockstar devs was controlling, one of the clips where it was listed apparently that this character was Kai. You guys may know or may not know. And I don't know if Rockstar has cut that. Obviously, we don't know for sure. But in trailer 1, there was a character that looked like Kai from that leaked footage, as well as one of the Vice City screenshots is a character on the right that resembles that character from the leaked footage. So that is an interesting thing. Like, does that maybe point to the fact that, you know, similar to like Red Dead 1 where, you know, spoiler alert, obviously we haven't played Red Dead 1, but, you know, it's like 15 years old now.
Yeah.
Or like with Red Dead 2, like how in Red Dead 1, John dies and he plays Jack miles and after, or like Red Dead 2, you know, Arthur dies, he plays John the epilogue after that. Like maybe we see Jason Lucia's demise and we play this Kai character after. I don't know. That's just a theory. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like the way to go would be just 2 protagonists and not protagonists implemented with, like within the middle of the story or something like that. Maybe that's after the fact, but I don't know. I feel like, yeah, 2 is probably the way to go.
I hope they don't kill him off. It's like going back to, I think before GTA's officially shown, we heard that it was going to be inspired by Clyde, and we all know how their story ends. So I feel like we've had that knowledge that the story is going to end the same way. And I don't know, I feel like they're going to make an unpredictable story, like something none of us could even think of. But then if we're all thinking it's happen, we'll do it. I don't know. I just kind of hope that.
They have a newborn baby and we play as the baby.
I don't see it. They always be killing someone off, bro.
Yeah, it's very
Every
predictable.
time they be
It's very
killing someone
predictable.
off.
That's 2 episodes in a row where babies have come up in Grand Theft Auto talk. we had GT.
Yeah.
Is it Vice City Stories? There's a baby in Vice City Stories. I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah.
Mary Beth Williams.
There you go. Zach knows.
I made a video about that recently. Yeah. You know, y'all remember like the theories of like in GTA 5, like there was the third cut ending where Franklin dies and then you would play as Lamar after because he's got some like registered cut scenes and or like animations, you know, and then his actor back in the day had mentioned something about that.
Oh,
well, then,
yes,
like recently,
He's locked up in jail.
Yeah. Recently, Dan Houser in his interview with Lex Friedman had said like he wanted to kill off Nico, but it wouldn't make sense because he didn't have nobody to replace him. So like the game would just be over, you know? So yeah, it is interesting to see how that would turn out like in GTA 6, you know, if obviously there's probably going to be the one ending where like they turn the gun on each other, right? And it's like you take one out, then you'll play as the other or vice versa. But then there's going to be that one that's like totally maybe happily ever after, you know, and then there's that crazy surprise ending as well.
Yeah, I feel like that would be good to go for, but
right.
Yeah, we'll see.
I have a crazy theory I want to run it by you guys, and Bav probably already knows about it because we talked about it, I think, on the last roundtable. But what do you think? Would it even be possible if both of the protagonists did die and then they let us create like a custom character to kind of finish out all the side content, and then that same custom character like rolls over into online? Do you think that's even remotely possible?
Sick, man.
I think
The only thing, because I watched your video, or I watched the last roundtable when you brought it up, and the only thing that I couldn't figure out how they would make it work is the money. Because if it's the same character from GTA Online and single player, like, would they just have like a split bank account, or like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe they could have it like
honestly,
that
I don't
takes place
even
later.
mind the idea. It's just like, you know,
Yeah.
you gotta work out some of the kinks and then just send it off to Rockstar. They got 6 months.
Yeah, right. They got an extra 6 months to figure it out.
Sure.
There's time. There's time. All right. Well, cool. So let's move on to Bobby for the final question in round 2. Do you prefer the driving and physics of Grand Theft Auto 4 or Grand Theft Auto 5, and what should 6 lean towards?
Yeah, so for me, GTA 4, like driving, I just hated it. Like,
That's crazy.
I know, I'm that guy. I'm that guy.
Oh,
I like
I'm
my
with you.
arcade.
I'm with you, bro.
GTA
Don't worry,
5,
I'm with
like,
you as well.
arcadey driving. It's
Driving
just-
them
it's
boats,
just-
man.
I'm not trying to crash and then take 5 minutes to recover. I just want to zoom around the map. Like, so the driving, definitely, I would probably lean more towards 5. But I do like the, you know, on foot euphoria physics, the ragdoll from GTA 4. Like, probably a core memory is someone trying to pull me out of a car and they're just holding onto the door and you're just driving. And they keep holding on. That's so cool. I love that. Yeah. A little bit of a blend, I'd say. But driving, I just hated the boat driving in 4.
Yeah,
I don't know if they're like confirmed or not, but the game roll leak said that it like GTA 6 has the best driving hands down, and that's probably like an anecdotal response from whoever his source is. But to hear that, I got giddy, bro.
Yeah,
I
that's
was like, I
pretty
love
crazy.
driving in GTA games.
Well,
So
if you think about it
if that's the
logically,
truth,
like,
then
you know, now they have 2 really good recent games to sort of pull from. So they've got, you know, Grand Theft Auto 4 and then Grand Theft Auto 5. It's like, okay, let's take everything everybody loved about Grand Theft Auto 4 and everything everybody loved about Grand Theft Auto 5 and kind of meld them together and make the perfect driving experience that everybody
Yeah,
enjoys.
that'd be good.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's how it should be.
Yeah.
Good blend, yeah.
I mean, that's just what makes sense to me. I personally hope that I don't necessarily need it to feel like boaty and heavy, but man, I was recording footage from Grand Theft Auto 4 for a video I made recently, and I was driving around in an SUV, dude, and I plowed into this, I T-boned this taxi cab, and this thing just like, just the impact and the physics of it, it was like, oh, that's so good, you know? Like, I missed that.
In 5, it got nerfed. It got nerfed in 5, the
Yeah,
physics.
that's a good point. In GTA 4,
Like
like,
BNG driving physics.
yeah, if you do remember the, obviously the swing set glitch in GTA 4.
Yeah.
Like the amount of times your car would
Yes.
be absolutely munted when you
They
land.
crush.
And it's just barely driving, but it still goes.
That's great.
That was so good.
It makes for
We
some good
kind of had that
getaways.
glitch in GTA 5 with the gate glitch.
The gate glitch, yeah.
Yeah.
And it
Oh,
does
what about
actually
that?
There's so many
destroy the car
iterations of
quite a
that.
bit.
Yeah.
but-
Yeah.
One of the first things I ever noticed about GTA 5 when playing was like, obviously, man, I missed the GTA 4 crash physics, you know, when your car is just like crushed and you're still like limping down the road. But in GTA 5, one of the first things I did right off the bat, probably in that first mission, like I hit a car so hard, my whole wheel blew off of the car. Like that's like the most that happens in GTA 5, but
Yeah,
your whole
true.
wheel will come off. It doesn't work in online. That's like a single player exclusive thing. But like, yeah, I hope in 6 we see like you said, let's talk about babies again. Like GTA 4 and 5 have a baby. Here is GTA 6, the best from each game. Yeah.
Someone's just going to clip. Let's talk about
Right out the
babies.
windshield.
Oh man. Okay. So that does it for round 2. Let's move into round 3. Now these are questions I asked my community, you know, to give me their best questions, and I had a lot to choose from, guys. So if I didn't pick your question, don't take it personally. But we had a lot to choose from here, so I'm going to go through 5 of them. You each get one, and then after that, we'll roll into your wish list items, and then we'll close it out. So starting off with BobbysBored, this question is from, I think it's Metal Owl is the name. He said, or she said, what would you like to see in the highest tier of the pre-order bundle?
Yeah, I want to see some really like unique cool items. Like GT4, I've still got that. I think it's the collector's edition or whatever, that safe, and you have to have the key to open it. And I'd always put the game in there, guard that in there, and then I had I think it was the making of the game, the whole art direction. I thought that was so cool. So So maybe like something like that, but also maybe just some cool physical stuff like maybe a junk energy drink when you get the game, or like a real life action figure like the Impotent Rage, kind of something like that. That would be pretty cool. You could just have on the desk or something.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah,
think
I'd
that
say
briefcase from the artwork is going to be anything? You know what I'm talking about? The
I don't know.
case when
Yeah.
they're standing on the dock.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool because again, you could have it for that kind of same purpose, safeguarding the game in there or something, you know.
That would
Mhm.
be pretty cool
Yeah.
to
Real
store it
brick
in.
of cocaine in there.
That would be even better. Even better.
Real grenade. You know, bottle of
Keep that key
vodka.
tight.
Play session would be crazy.
Total Rockstar move. Yeah. I could see them putting like a brick of like white, you know, powder, like harmless powder in there, you know, like this is like you know, here's your fake brick of cocaine. That would be
Oh my
crazy.
god.
Well, in Vice City, they had, I don't know if it was for like pre-orders, but they had like the Coke spoons
Coke
and
mirror.
Coke
Oh,
mirrors
yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Man,
they've
you know, I
got a
have
little
my son-
reserved recently though.
Yeah, Zach, you've got a lot of collect.
I've
I
been
can see your
blessed
eyes
over
looking
the
around.
years.
You're looking for him.
Ah,
You're thinking about
yeah.
it.
Well, I'll
Where's
share
my
that,
Coke
like,
spoon?
This is why, like,
That's beside him.
So my you know, having my son on here, and like I was sharing that he's 7 years old. Well, when I was playing GTA 4, I was 11 or 10 at the time, and I remember going to the store with my grandmother, and in GTA 4 there's a few missions where you have duffel bags, you know, you're stuffing bricks of the illegal stuff inside. We're at the store, and I wanted I asked her, I'm like, can I buy a duffel bag? And I got some duct tape and 2 bags of flour, and I wanted to duct tape them up like in GTA 4 and run around my house. And she's like, what is wrong with you? You know, you got your little toy guns with the orange tip and you color them black or pull them off. Like, that's why little kids should not play GTA. And that is
Yeah.
coming from a once young child who was playing GTA. You know, that made me think of that with the promo items, because Rockstar has done some amazing things. Like in GTA 4, they had a lot of cool ones. They had a paperweight grenade used from like decommissioned dummy grenades in the military, and they strapped the GTA logo on there, and it was handed out to employees and stuff. Like, you can find them online, but you can't usually get them shipped. Even this, like, it took me like 6 years to get one. It seems like they were all in the UK. This is dated best before September 4th, 2009, and it's real beer, and it's hard to
How
like get
much to
these things
open?
shipped out. Oh, you're right. Like, I'm popping on. Yeah. Hey, I've seen like all those memes. It's like, dang it, I have to hopefully stay alive another year to play GTA 6. So like, let me play GTA 6 first, and we'll see what happens. I'll let me try
I can
it first.
see
before
that as
trying
like
this
a
new-
Yeah,
live
Buddy's gonna
stream.
crack that open when he starts playing.
Yeah,
Just,
drinking
like,
a
pass it
12-year-old
out.
bottle of piss wasser.
Yeah,
Cold
drink it now and
Pepsis
wake
on
up next
stream.
November. Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. Jetro, this question is from T-Bert. T-Bert's a buddy of mine. He hangs out in my live streams a lot. T-Bert 413. Do you think Rockstar is moving towards one long-term GTA Online world that keeps getting expanded with new cities, new story updates, and new characters, instead of restarting with brand new online every time a new GTA game comes out?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of made a video on this. Like, I made a video on if GTA 6 was going to be the last GTA, right? Because I mean, we've already seen from GTA Online that they have no problems keeping a game updated for 10 plus years. Were there problems with GTA Online? Absolutely. Don't need to get into all of it. I genuinely do not see a world where we even hear about potential of another GTA game 20 years. So absolutely, I think they will probably be adding new maps. They might remaster old maps and put it into the new game. They might create completely new area, like completely new maps. Like, I think they're like, even like we see with this delay, we know for a fact that they are doing this because they want the base game to be perfect. And it's like a building. If you have the perfect base, you can build it as tall as you want and add as much to it as you want. So I don't see a way where they even consider making another game, and they will just keep expanding on whatever. So no, 100%.
Yeah, and I'm curious to see what everybody else thinks on this topic, because this question comes up a lot in my live streams and in the comments on my videos about, like, you know, world expansion and what is the map actually going to look like on launch versus what does it look like 2 or 3 years post launch. So I'm curious to see what everybody thinks on that. Anybody else wants to jump in and kind of give their 2 cents on that, I'd be happy to hear it.
I do feel like they're just going to expand over time. We've already seen, even that Jason Schreier's article back in mid-2022, if I'm not mistaken, like of, the map just evolving over time, similar to like Fortnite's model. I feel like Rockstar's just going to follow follow that sort of template with how Epic Games has done that with Fortnite and continues to do that, like with the recent the Simpsons one they've done in Fortnite that they've got currently out there at the moment. I feel like imagine like, and it's obviously speculation theories and stuff like that, and I've done that on my channel throughout many videos talking about expansions to over time, of course, to like Cuba or Georgia. We've got those references to Gloriana, potentially fictional Georgia, or even the Bahamas or anything like that. Like I feel like that's their plan long term, is to make sure, like Jetro said, like have the base, have it as good as it can be, the best it can be, and then just build on top of that. That's the plan, I reckon. And if
Like-
sorry, you go, Jet. You go. No, you go. I was pretty much
I was
finished
gonna
anyway.
say, like, this is kind of a wild theory of mine, but like I honestly think that Cayo Perico was just like a test phase to see if
Yeah.
they could do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Because like
I completely agree.
they did it, they added a heist, and then they didn't do anything like it for like 5 years. So I just think that was just like basically them proving, yeah, if we want to add new maps and whatever, we can do it.
Yeah, one, can we pull it off? And two, how is it received? And I think both went well.
Yeah.
Mm.
And it's huge. It was massive.
That's
I think
actually
as well. You go.
Oh, well, thank you, Bobby. When I mentioned earlier on about like what makes GTA, and I responded with going to like different cities, and how even with the question about social media in GTA, Rockstar tends to like expand upon each concept in every GTA, and that's something they did, like, again, as far as back as San Andreas, with that one mission going to a different city, or going to Liberty City, and then a GTA 5 going to North Yankton. Red Dead 2 is Guarma, and then online is Cayo Perico. And it's like the one common denominator is Rockstar has started to do this in every game, but then it's like single player only, mission restricted, you can't go there in free roam, and it's like so detailed, yet you know what I mean, like Guarma and Red Dead 2, man. I know they cut a lot of that out, but like
was
there's
so
sharks in
good.
Red Dead 2, and you can only find them if you glitch outside of the map in Guarma. So I totally agree that they're going to expand on that in ways that like we can only imagine, that they haven't yet.
And touching
I
on
think-
Guarma. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say as well, because like knowing now how successful GTA Online has become, now they're actually like ready with GTA 5. They didn't. I don't think they really thought that much of it. Obviously, they had DLC planned for story mode, but now knowing what they know now, they can, like I said, lay that foundation to build it up to be something huge. And that's why like every DLC now just feels kind of stale, because I don't think the game's just made to be able to have so much of this new content added. But now building it with, looking back in hindsight, they can be like, okay, let's make this game as good as it can be to basically last us as long as where they can add stuff over time. Yeah.
That's actually a really good point, because when you think about it, like a lot of people get mad at GTA Online because it's basically like businesses is just like recycled from like basically the first one that came out. There's some nuance to them, like one's about cars, one's about weapons, whatever, but that might just be because they only had a certain amount of mechanics within the base game. So if they're trying to spend a bunch of time adding a bunch of new mechanics and new stuff for GTA 6 to make sure that like there is as much as possible and it all work, that will completely open up like a new door of like a ton of new content that they could do for GTA. Because because if they follow the same model for GTA Online, like I can't see people sticking around that like the same businesses model is what I mean.
Yeah. It gets repetitive, and it already has been repetitive. Like by this point in time in 2025, they're reusing the same locations for missions and stuff like that. So like having a new map is going to make a massive difference because you've got new locations to work with. So yeah.
Do you guys think
Also,
it's
starting to reuse the mansion as well? Because in the new GTA shot, that shows us the new mansion, and it's literally Devon.
Yeah. Exactly. There you go.
Right.
Why bother?
We wanted mansions in 2014.
Yeah, true.
30 now,
No,
man.
I remember
Like,
seeing speculation videos on that. Like,
yeah, there was like
Ages
magazines
ago.
in the barbershop, mansion,
Do you guys
Had to
think
be
it's
there.
a coincidence that Cayo Perico and Guarma are both tropical environments and GTA 6 is a tropical environment?
No, I reckon it's intentional. I think
yeah.
they would-
yeah,
Yeah,
I think
I'm
it's
going with
easy.
Bav. I'm going Bav on that.
You just lay you just lay the map down and throw a bunch of trees on. Super
Yeah.
easy.
Well, that,
So can I
and-
get a huge theory on this? So location-wise, like Guarma or like Tahiti, as Dutch is always saying, and Cayo Perico, like the original concept for GTA 6, y'all remember, was Project America. America. It's like you're going to be
Yes,
drug running from
yes.
Vice City to South America. And I think that
Yeah.
like Cayo Perico is like possibly the remnants of that. And like also, I've always theorized that like Guarma, again, like Rockstar using their previous games as testing ground for the other, that goes as far back as GTA 4's The Ballad of Gay Tony. Some vehicles from GTA 5 were tested in The Ballad of Gay Tony, not The Lost and Damned or the original GTA 4. Tony, Gay Tony's car. I can't think of the name right off the bat, but the first car from the first mission in the game, we see that in GTA 5, and that's the only GTA it was seen in aside from The Ballad of Gay Tony. And then there was a huge theory on the GTA forums a few years ago with like stats backing up that after the 2017 DLCs in GTA Online, like a lot of these vehicles are way more detailed, and like Rockstar is backporting GTA 6 vehicles into online and testing them. So like I always thought that like Guarma, and this is with the Project America's version of GTA 6, is like that testing ground for this South America, because it would be a more of a tropical setting. And then like Cayo Perico, Jetro, talk about the online, or excuse me, the underwater portion of Cayo Perico, this unexplored island. It has this meteor and this giant crater in the ocean. And this is like, I'm geeking out a bit, but location wise in real life off of the coast of the Yucatan Peninsula, you know, the further you get down to South America, that's where they say this like meteor crater is that took out the dinosaurs in real life. So that's like tying in real life with the video games. But this huge theory I've had for years before even finding out that Project Americas was canned is, I remember, and you can still pull this up, in the summer of 2019, this was like June or July of 19, there was this GTA 6 leak that came out on Reddit, and it featured just like different bullets, like 20 things about what GTA 6 is going to be like. And it's like, it's going to feature a young Martin Madrazo. It's going to be a tropical island. There's going to be a crazy German guy on the island, and a few other things. Or like GTA 6 is going to transition from like the 80s through time to present day, and things will become more valuable, or buildings will decay. And like out of this list, yes, there was like 20 or so things, but it's like it hit like 4 or 5 like nails on the head, like that tie in with Cayo Perico. So like my theory is like Project Americas was canned and like condensed into Cayo Perico because this leak from the summer of 19 mentioned a young Martin Madrazo. And then you have Cayo Perico come out, and it features a young Martin Madrazo, his son, you know, and like it features a lot of vehicles underwater, like from the 80s, the crazy German guy, like so many, like, you know, it's kind of like weird things. It's like connecting dots maybe that aren't there. Or I always saw that as like, holy cow, Rockstar turned GTA 6, they canceled it and turned it into GTA Online, you know, and it was this testing ground. Yeah, like the remnants of the Project Americas. I've wanted to expand on that more in a video for years, and compare that with Guarma as well. But that specific topic has always like got my gears going.
I'd watch
like,
it.
Whoa.
Let me know when you make it.
Yeah,
Definitely.
definitely. I don't mean to hijack that or promote myself. I apologize.
No, that's what we're doing this for.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I was just wondering, Zach, out of curiosity, is that in reference to that leak that was the one with Ricardo, Casey, and Rose? Like that old GTA 6 Project Americas? Like there was a few of them, but I don't know if it was that one in particular.
I don't believe it was that one. I'm gonna see GTA 6 leak.
There was one in relation to that. There was like a massive document that came out. Could have been just all, it was probably just all made up, I would say most likely. But there was one like that was a while back now. Obviously, yeah, quite a long time back. It was
I used to have the user's name pulled up.
Yeah. No, it's all good. It was one that came out. It was like a mega leak. It was probably like, it was most definitely a fake one at the time. But yeah, it was an interesting one. Like it went into detail about like like a South American protagonist and that type of thing. So I'm wondering if they actually had many ideas for that, like different storylines and stuff. I wouldn't be surprised. I
can't wait to find out which leaks are true when GTA 6 does release. That's like a whole other topic that we won't know until then.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
exactly. But that was like, I'm pretty sure it was like around that time, 2019, 20, something like that. Yeah.
Wow. I just remember when Cayo Perico dropped, I'm like, wait a minute. I remember this really obscure leak. The guy's name was like Jack-O-Lantern 1982, I think. Let me see if I can just look that up. If anybody's watching and wants to like dive into that. Yeah, Jack-O-Lantern 1982. And then you'll find a screenshot of all the things mentioned, and it like coincides side by side with Cayo Perico. So who knows if Rockstar did that, but I know like some info come out that like around early 2020, around COVID time when Dan Houser left, that's when Project Americas was canned, you know, I'm sure y'all have heard. And so it's like, holy smokes. Well, then like 9 months later, this is in the COVID time, things are so weird. Rockstar condensed that into just an online update and it was sick. But yeah, I've always thought like they just totally abandoned Cayo Perico after that. Like I've had to use PC mods to explore all the secrets in the ocean, and they reused all these assets that had never been used in the game before, like the alien egg hadn't been used up until that point. It's like in a whale skeleton at the bottom of the ocean, or that meteor crater, you know, and like modded lobbies, you'll see all the meteors and stuff. That was just like a model that was in the game files that was never used. So
that's crazy. That's crazy. I just put it in the chat. It's like a brief overview. It was actually apparently like 21, 22, but yeah, it was probably fake, but I don't know. But I was just curious. Curious. That's why I brought it up.
Yeah, no, amazing. Thank you for bringing that up.
Yes. All right. So we've got a question for Bav here from the Stuck One, and it is: what do you think will be the biggest shock of Grand Theft Auto 6?
Outside of the visuals and performance, like that's all going to be amazing. I think the biggest shock going to come from the impact that it's going to have on it, because this is the biggest piece of entertainment and it's going to be talked about for many years. But with GTA 5, so many people, so many content creators were able to build their lives around a single game. And for GTA 6, it's going to do this. So I just mind blowing that a video game, you know, feed roofs over people's heads. I think that's hopefully, you know, GTA 6, we are some of the lucky ones can, you know, benefit from this game, not play it. I think that's going to be.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I'm all for that. It's just going to be another, how many days now? 370, 376?
Don't worry about it.
Reset the clock on the
The biggest shock is going to be the 4th delay.
Oh no, don't do it.
Not man.
It's just like a yearly tradition now.
I don't think the community can handle it. I really don't. I don't think the community can handle another delay, man. Yeah.
We'll crash out and it'll be valid.
Yeah. I mean, it was valid this past time.
Hey, it sounds like another time to buy stock.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. That's a good point.
That's probably the one good thing that came out of this delay is the stock dip. So buy the dip, guys. Buy the dip. Actually, don't listen to me. Don't take financial advice.
Keep your stocks for yourself.
Do whatever you want to do. Don't listen to me for financial decisions. Okay, Zach. When do you expect Rockstar to start heavily marketing the game, before trailer 3 or after? And this is from Spoodle Nuts. What a name that is.
Spoodle Nuts. I love it, man. Well, what a great question, firstly. So if y'all can't tell by now, like I always joke that like, man, I hated math in school, but then like I'm a very analytical guy now. So I've always loved to like with pattern recognition, I've always said kind of verbatim, I analyze Rockstar's past to predict the future. And it's not necessarily that I'm predicting, but it's just like if they've done this 26 times, why wouldn't they do it 27? And GTA 6 has kind of been a bit different, but also it hasn't, you know, like firstly, like a lot of people were speculating Rockstar wouldn't delay the game again because they gave an exact release date this time, you know? And if you go back to like GTA 4, Rockstar's like, I think the game was initially set to release in October of 2007. They gave an exact release date and then they delayed it to April of 2008. Or like in Red Dead Redemption 1, it was like an April release date and they only delayed that by like 30 days. But they gave exact release dates. So that's an example of like Rockstar and like pattern recognition. So I didn't do that this time though. And like, I knew the question beforehand and like, I'm sure if I really looked at release dates and analyzed, we could see some patterns, but my hope is, and I would expect that like at the end of Q1 going into Q2 of 2026. So it's like, we're coming out of the winter months. It's starting to get warm. Everybody's feeling good. We're going to drop. And like, if you really analyze how like marketing works and the times of year that are the best, generally we know as YouTubers, like Q4, October, November and December, those are the months to post. You know, you make a little bit more money because the ad rates are higher because of holidays and things like that. That's why I like with the delay too, with the first question you asked, like, what did I think? It was like, man, the summer months would be a good time to be playing GTA 6, not next winter. But what I did was pull up Rockstar's history of kind of like unveiling their games and their cover arts. And there is a street in New York City, and it is Canal and Green Street. Street. If any of y'all watching or interested, just type in Canal and Green Street,
Mhm.
Rockstar Games. And as far back as San Andreas, there is a building, giant building, where on the side Rockstar paints murals for their games. San Andreas was the first one I could find. We then had 4 renditions of GTA 4. The logo, the lollipop girl, her name was Lola. And then we had a Nico wanted poster, and then we had just one of Nico with the GTA 4 logo. We then had the Ballad of Gay Tony, The Lost and Damned, Chinatown Wars, and Red Dead Redemption 1. And I purposely like spoke and like enunciated the words like that, Sav, in case like you, when you're editing, like throw up the pictures just to give that visual. But if not, regardless, Rockstar, the content creator in me. But Rockstar's also done this in Los Angeles at the Figueroa Hotel. That appears in GTA 5. It's that hotel that's got like 3 banners on the side of the building. As far back as GTA 4, Rockstar has posted advertisements for their games, episodes from Liberty City, Chinatown Wars, Max Payne 3, and GTA 5. So on Canal and Green Street, Rockstar didn't do this with GTA 5, but they teased the cover art for GTA 5 as a mural on another building in New York City. And even in GTA 4, the cover art was revealed as a mural like in a subway in New York City. So I've been excited to see what the cover art for GTA 6 is going to look like. Like I've been like, a part of me is like, the devil on my shoulders, like, this is the cover art, the Jason and Lucia, just that placeholder concept.
I was
Man,
gonna
I'm
ask
right.
that.
Yeah,
You guys think
man.
they're gonna change it?
I can't wait to see that helicopter in the top right corner or top left. You know,
Top
yeah.
left, top left.
So as far as when do I like expect Rockstar to do it, probably like in the springtime. Like I said, I kind of gave some examples of what Rockstar's done in the past with like how they've started to do things. So I can't wait to see if they do that on Canal and Green Street for GTA 6. But I know like once we see those murals slapped on the side of these big buildings in these major cities, like, you know, it's time, man. And I've been looking for that. And then like, as far as that trailer 3 rollout, you know, we're all kind of hopeful that like Rockstar is going to drop something next week or in the coming weeks on the 2-year anniversary of the first GTA trailer, you know. That's
Bro,
without looking at all the
That's gnarly to think about.
I need it. Yeah, it's wild. So I hope it's soon, but I just got excited when thinking about that question of like Rockstar's done in the past. So it's like, man, I hope they do similar things. I'm just ready to see some cover art, you know, colorful that's going to be. And
I'll take anything at this point. Like anything.
100%.
You know? Screenshots, you know, one more piece of artwork, anything. Very good stuff. Okay, Project Vice. This question is from YIY. He asks, with the new timeline, do you think the game will be built for PS6 or bottlenecked port the Series S?
Yeah, great question. I feel like because now with the delay to November of next year, like there has been rumors out there and some reports from what I can understand from what I've seen that apparently reportedly the PS6 is set to launch. PS6 is set to launch, was it, I think 2028, I think, from what I can understand. I could be wrong on that. But I think like considering that, like, you know how with GTA 5 how that was launched on the back end of like the PS3 and 360 life cycle and end of September 2013, and I think they're going to just like do that double dip where like it was on the PS4 and Xbox One that they came out with the new versions in 2014. So I'm thinking probably something along those lines where they're already thinking about those types of things, because I would say that they're probably going to receive the dev kit for the PS6. Like usually don't developers receive it like 1 to 2 years before the launch of the new consoles, or like something along those lines. I could be wrong on that, but I don't think it's going to be bottlenecked to for the Series S. I feel like it's going to be optimized for the Series S, because any version that GTA 6 is on, Rockstar knows that they want it to be the best it can be for that console. So I think there's no worries there really for that. But
fair enough. All right. Oh,
wait,
go ahead.
correct me if I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Go,
correct me if I'm
Jet.
wrong. Isn't the PS6 like a handheld?
Oh,
Didn't
that
they
was
say
so-
something like that?
I don't know how true that is, to be honest. I saw something that it wasn't, but I don't know if that was maybe something more.
I just
recent that you
assumed
may
it
have
would
seen.
be
I don't
your
know.
typical console, but
Yeah. That's what I.
there may
How
be
many
something
more
in between
upgrades
the
do they
PS6.
need?
Yeah.
They don't even have PS5 games.
PS6
They're talking about a PS6.
I just to Jetro's point that I think he was going to allude to is that like the PS6, there's no real need for it really. Like let's face it. Like I was saying in one of my earlier earlier answers to one of the other questions, like there's no real game that's really taking advantage of the PS5 and Series X and even S at the moment anyway. So
Right.
is the PS6 really needed like in
that's
2027,
my whole
28?
thought process.
Like I think probably 2030, 31 or something like that. I don't think it's really needed at all for the time being.
Yeah, the jumps up in technology is so minuscule. Like,
Yeah, it's the law of diminishing returns, right? So
yeah.
This isn't my area of expertise. I am admittedly a PC master race.
Yeah, that's fair.
Let me show my age here. Sav, you might get this one, and some of you guys might as well. But like, do y'all remember back in like 2009 or 10 on Google? It's like PS4 controller, and it's got like 700 joysticks all like coming out. Like this
Xbox
specific
720.
720,
yeah, that's what this topic made me think of right there. I'm just picturing this controller. Yeah.
Oh man, it's crazy the stuff that we come up with while we're waiting for information.
Oh yeah.
Especially in this
Have
community.
y'all seen some of the GTA 6?
Yes.
Like, the prediction dates. It's like this concept art of this character in GTA 6 looks like an 11. So this is confirmed. The trailer 3 is like people going really
Oh
deep,
my gosh,
on,
yeah.
like, connecting the dots that aren't there. Yeah.
Yeah, I just broke
wild.
down on the stream the other day. People were bringing up the whole number 4 on that column and the thing. I'm like, if you zoom in and look at it, it's just the light hitting the statue and making it look like a 4, but it's not actually a 4. But it's like, man, we're just like, well, I mean, we're so desperate for information because Rockstar doesn't give us anything. So we're all like jumping through hoops trying to figure out what they're doing.
Right.
All right. So let's get into some wish lists. I'm really curious to hear what you guys have on your wish list. So kind of how we do this is we alternate. We'll go around the table and each person gives their number 3, and then we'll go around and do their number 2, and then finally we'll wrap it up with their number 1. Now, with that being said, I've already given mine on the first episode. Bav has given his twice now. So what he's going to do this time around is I think he asked his community what they want, and so he picked a few from the community, and so he's going to be giving their picks. So we're going to start off with Bobby, and go ahead and give us your number 3 wish list item, Bobby.
Okay, so number 3, I think we've already talked about it a lot, but the water. I just want to like spend so much time exploring the water because obviously it's up so much area of the map. So I want it to be content filled and discovering Easter eggs, even stuff so long to figure out from exploring random areas. So I'm just hoping that's really fleshed out. And GTA 5 was pretty good. Like there was a lot to see, but definitely more like expand on this and just make it so, if you're way out in the ocean, there's still stuff to look at.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
I laughed because it made me think of like the Bermuda Triangle, like Rockstar's gonna give us like the Bermuda Trapezoid or something, like something crazy.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
There was like that fake leak map that's been going around for a long time, and it has a Bermuda Triangle on it.
Does it? Oh man.
That'd be cool.
I think I've seen that.
I
Yeah,
like that. I forget who I was talking to a few weeks ago. Maybe it was Sav, but like, it was because I think on the episode I missed, I had a question about the underwater. Like, if y'all have ever seen the show Dexter, it's placed in Miami, and he dumps his bodies in bags off the coast, and it's like, I hope we come across trash bags at the bottom of the ocean.
That's jokes.
Oh yeah, they are Mr. Dang it, Oaks. Yeah,
I'm so keen for that. Huge.
Like
so
just
keen
stuff,
for it.
man, it would be so amazing. Just the intrigue about the curiosity of like just the ocean. I don't know. There's even a phrase for that, or like a term, like being scared of video game oceans. It's just like this eeriness to it, as far back as like Super Mario on the Nintendo 64. If y'all ever played that game, like, man, like the ocean in these games are so scary.
Yeah.
I think the question, Zach, was for the last roundtable when I sent it out was, give me a ratio. How much emphasis do you think Rockstar is putting on water versus land activities in GTA 6?
Oh yeah.
Was that it?
Yeah,
was that the one?
Yes, it was. Yeah. Yeah. It just got the gears going about, again, talking about like Rockstar's evolution with what they've done in the past. Like GTA 3, you couldn't see the bottom of the ocean, but they threw in the in-game manual that there was an oil spill, and that's why you can't swim. Vice City, it said to have shark-infested waters. That's why you can't swim. But the cool thing about Vice City is that there's like 5 or 6 underwater Easter eggs. You've got like some sunken ships. There's a submarine off the coast, and then like a guy wearing cement shoes. But then you got San Andreas. That's the first game to let us like dive in the water and go underwater, and there's nothing in there at all. It's just an empty abyss, and that's like kind
texture
of
at the
creepy in and of
bottom.
itself. Yeah, just
Yeah.
like when if you're playing the game in the middle of the night back in the day, like by yourself, and it's just like this emptiness to it, and then GTA 4, you can't see the bottom, so your mind's like, what's down there, and then GTA 5 is like got these eerie plane crashes, and then you got the bodies of the Infinite 8 killer and so much. So it's
I remember being so hyped up for GTA 5's water. The first thing I'd done was like
Yes.
go straight into the water, but I went in like the industrial area where you could think I'm like boring.
Is that all there is?
It's so funny.
Doesn't go in water again.
I remember on
It took me a while.
Shit,
on
there's nothing
GTA
down
4
here.
On GTA, sorry, on GTA 4 there was a glitch to like underwater, and
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, oh, this is gonna be so cool, and it's just
Yeah, nothing there.
I'm like, oh,
Sand
this ruins
textures.
immersion so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm super hyped about the water. I think that's, not to give my top wish list item, but it's definitely on there, is like, the marine wildlife and stuff underwater. Just seeing from the trailer,
yeah.
like all the dolphins and the sharks, and the screenshot of the dude sitting on the little floaty with looks like a bull shark or a tiger shark right underneath him, like stuff like that,
Right.
man. It's just like, oh, I can't wait. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be amazing.
all right, Jetro, what's your number 3?
I mean, we kind of touched on this earlier, or at least I did. It needs to have good driving. Like, I need it to have, like, honestly, like at this point, one of my like after you beat the campaign and whatnot, and like you're like playing online, like when GTA Online added those lifting vehicles, like yo, I was having so much, like I love just like driving around the map and like stop, look at an area, keep driving, like trying to do like treat the road like a racetrack, like trying to make invisible racing lines and whatnot. I'm a big race. So yeah, it has to have. I don't know what that
Amen.
feels like. I don't know how they make it, but it needs to be. GTA 5 was good. Like it's fun to just like go to high top speed and just run around the map. But yeah, if it's a little more immersive than that and harder. Ooh, actually, I don't know if they will add this, but like I'd be kind of open to like manual car.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
That'd be
that
cool.
would kind of be fire. And they did show a car with three pedals in one of the screenshots. So
Yeah.
I'd be kind of down for that.
What about pedal
good
and
drive.
wheel compatibility?
Oh, dude.
Oh yeah.
Dude, there's a mod for that I've wanted
Mm-hmm.
to download, but apparently it's like super hard to set up. But dude, I
Yeah.
would kill for that in the
It's
base
worth
game.
it. I've got the Logitech G902, whatever it is.
Yeah, that's what I got. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Use that for sim racing.
I finally, like, one day I just set it up because I play other games with it, and I'm like, I really want to play GTA 5 with a wheel and pedal, and it was a lot of fun until you have to like get out of the car, and then it's like, okay, I got to pick up the controller
that's
and like
the
get it to
thing.
register,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that kind of would ruin it. But I mean, at the same time, it's like, if you keep it beside you, it probably isn't that hard to access or that much worse. But like, nah, that I've seen like YouTube videos of people doing it and it looks super.
They need to invent a
Oh, yeah, I know.
controller
I'd
that like
love something like that.
imagine a controller that's like part of the wheel and it like pops off the wheel so you can like hold it and then pop it back down
Oh,
in the
that'd be
wheel and then
sick.
drive,
Yeah.
Oh,
like
wow, that'd be
hey,
awesome.
they need
What a
to
great
invent
idea.
that.
Yo,
Like
Patent that.
we need to patent that.
Hey, let me tell you, I ran that mod
I was gonna say
back
you
in
just dropped a
2000.
$1 billion idea on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, free knowledge, fellas. Somebody
Free
watching
news.
this, do not forget us. Yeah, back in 2021, I had got the steering wheel and pedals, and I did that, and I paired that mod with a Oculus, to where I could use my Oculus Rift. So not only was I using the steering wheel and pedals, but
Oh, dude.
I was immersed in it. It's like I'm in the
Dude.
car looking both ways, that was so cool. And I've wanted to revisit that, and like had similar ideas with like they make some controllers, like USB controllers that are guns, and some people have done that on YouTube where like you're using your gun in GTA, and yeah, it's hard, like you said, Sav, like having to go from your steering wheel and then back to your controller, but like you're shooting with a USB controller that's shaped like a machine gun in GTA.
Oh,
Ways to make it so immersive in like real life, Well, you
And
wouldn't want to do that in real life,
Luke
but yeah.
Ross made a VR mod, but it got taken down by 2.
Yeah,
I wonder why they
But,
took it
like, he
down.
made like the best VR mod.
Yeah.
I always had the theory that they
They're
were planning
working
to
on
add it
something.
one day, because that's the natural progression, right?
Right,
Is
yeah.
eventually VR gets good, and then they don't want someone else to have already made it good, and then they release. You know what I mean? So
I mean, we
That's
begged them
my-
for years to give us a first person mode, and they finally did that in GTA 5. So
true.
maybe they're
True.
working
Oh,
towards some sort of VR concept, you know?
Yeah. Oh.
One can hope.
First person was sick. I was so excited for that. Like, it felt like a drag waiting for it was when it come out on the PS4 and Xbox One. Like, first person hookers was the first thing. Like, you know.
And there it
Totally
is.
done.
A Vice City
Yeah.
Insider GTA Infinity moment.
City Insider makes a return.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
Very
it.
not.
I was waiting the whole episode for that. No, yeah, I really hope that they're doing something like that. You know, just, you know, I don't know. Just if they're gonna do it, if they're gonna give us another first person mode, make it feel like a first person shooter. That's my thing. It's like, you know, this whole first person camera on a third person sort of controls. It's just, it feels kind of janky to me. I don't know. It's just, it's
Yeah,
hard
it
to.
wasn't-
I
it
agree.
honestly, it was hyped, but it wasn't my favorite. Like, it
Yeah,
was
I agree.
cool
Yep.
to do, but it wasn't.
I'd only use it for
Doesn't
driving.
feel
I hated
perfect.
like, you know, shooting guns in first person because of that.
Yeah, true. It is pretty good for driving. You're right, but
Yeah.
shooting and just like walking around, like with the controls, it's pretty jank.
Mm.
I will
Yeah,
say,
it
like,
is.
it's kind of good that they added like a control layout when you go first person. Like, you can set it to, if you're aiming in first person and you click left on the D-pad, it'll throw a grenade, or
yeah.
you can like push the left stick down when you're in first person to just continuously sprint.
Mhm.
Like, they made it actually pretty good.
You
Yeah.
know, you could do that.
Yeah, I didn't even know about that.
I actually, yeah,
That's
I funnily
awesome.
enough,
Yeah.
I used first person for on foot, but when I go in a car, I'm third person.
Oh, so you're
Oh,
backwards.
wow.
Amazing.
Yeah, I'm the
Yeah.
other way, yeah.
Do you drive on the left side of the
Yeah.
road too?
It's muscle memory. You know?
There's so much traffic here, though.
You're on the wrong
Idiots
side,
are
not
driving the
me.
wrong way.
I'm on the right side. They're not.
Yeah, right.
I love it.
Okay, Vice, what's your number 3?
So yeah, my number 3 is actually a usable airport. I think, well, with GTA 5, 4, I even thinking, geez, even Vice City or 3 or whatever, like, we're able to go inside. Well, I mean, not even in GTA, just trying to think, GTA 4, no. GTA Vice City, I'm pretty sure we're able to. Well, the Escobar International Airport, if I'm not mistaken, if that's
Yep.
right, that's what they refer to it as. But in, yeah, like, I really hope that we're actually able to, like, fly from one location to another location. I think that'd be absolutely awesome. I don't know how they would do it. I'm sure it'd be very difficult, but, like, maybe there's a way that, like, sort of how we're talking about earlier with, like, GTA, the next GTA Online with, you know, expanding map locations and stuff like that. Like, there's this like GTA world ecosystem where we're just able to go to, like, you know, Vice City International Airport and then go from there to wherever else. I think that's their plan, I would say, long term trying to, you know, integrate map expansions and stuff. I think that'd be a great way to do it. And maybe it's just as simple as, like, you know, you fly from the Vice City airport to like maybe it's just a loading screen that occurs, or I don't know how it would work. Maybe it's just seamless or something like that. But I think that would be really awesome. I don't know how they would do that, but yeah, some of that would be really, really cool. A proper, like, usable, like, airport when it's functioning and stuff. I think that'd be really cool.
I dig it.
Vice.
Because they could make it like taxis, like a fast travel thing.
True.
You know what I
True.
mean?
Didn't even think
And
of
if
that.
the
Yeah.
map is going to be as big as we think it is, then like that could actually be like super useful if you have one on each side of the map.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
You
Well,
guys
Vice, you
remember-
mentioned
Right.
Vice City. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I interrupt somebody?
No, you're good. You go.
Go, Zach, go, Zach.
Okay. Yeah, just smack me next time. Hey, so you mentioned Vice City, you mentioned GTA 4, but did you know in San Andreas you can actually go to the airport and on like one side of it, and you can buy a ticket and you can fly to San Fierro or you can fly to
No.
Las Venturas. Yeah,
No,
it's
I
like a
didn't know
hidden
that.
detail I
Okay,
recently
okay,
learned, like in
wait.
the last year
Yeah,
or
I only
two.
just learned.
Yeah,
Are you
you can drive up
serious?
to
Wow,
the airport. It's on
Oh,
one
wow.
side of it. Yeah, and it has
Didn't
that
know that.
option, and it's like a black screen, and then boom, you're at the other airport.
Oh wow!
Yep.
I didn't even know that at all. Well, there you go. That's news to me. Thanks for that, Zach.
Yeah,
That's
minor
Zach is like a
details.
walking
Wow.
GTA wiki.
yeah.
He really
I
is.
ever told you
Yeah.
the definition of
Wikipedia.
insanity? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I was
Do
going to say
something
as
so
well.
much.
the same
GTA
thing-
historian. So that's awesome. That's so cool.
The same. It's kind of similar when GTA Online came out on old gen. I don't know if you guys remember when you'd make character, you'd actually have that scene of like being on the plane
Oh yeah,
going over
flying
to
in.
Los Santos.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that was so cool,
Yeah.
and it's
Forgot
not a
about
thing
that.
anymore.
Yeah, they did
Yeah.
that with like one of the like after Cayo Perico, right? Like after the heist or to do the heist, can't you go to the airport in GTA 5? But it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
not
you
at the
have
main
to
terminal,
get there
maybe.
the first time.
Yeah.
To get there every time. I'm not even.
Yeah, that goes back to what I've said, like the pattern recognition, like Rockstar expands on things more and more in their
Yeah.
games. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it's in the airports, they've kind of regressed, I guess you could say, but like in GTA 6, that would be so dope. Like get in there, see that plane animation, and then boom, you're in a new city.
I wonder how like, oh, sorry, you guys have.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, like, what about like if you're getting onto a plane or something like that and you're sitting down, you can look outside, like from the inside of the plane in first person, and like you're going over, like, sort of, I wonder if there's like sort of like a cinematic sort of cutscene that plays out or something like that, where you see, I don't know, other NPCs on the plane or something like that. I don't know how that would work, but that'd be dope.
Like a crying baby in the background and some dude on a business call.
Now that would be immersive.
It would be.
GTA 4 might have been the first game to implement that, or did y'all touch base on that with like, or in GTA 5, like you don't have to skip taxis, like you can go through, and sometimes
true.
You know, or like what do they do in Red Dead 2? I forget.
Like the
'cause it's gonna be
stagecoach?
Yeah, like can't you just go to like cinematic mode and you're just like hanging out, you know?
Keeps you on the path, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be really cool. I've been thinking, you know, if Jason and Lucia are playing together, and I think maybe it was mentioned in one of the leaks a while back, but like one of them driving while you're sitting in the passenger seat and being able to like select a place somewhere on the map, like, hey, drive me here, and then just like sit back and chill, and you don't have to drive.
Yeah.
You know, that would be really cool.
That would be
that'd
sick.
dope.
Yeah.
You know,
Listen to Lucia complain about your driving.
Yeah.
Anybody who's got a girl knows what I'm talking about.
I've been pretty good this time. I didn't make any sexist jokes on this round table, so I'm gonna.
Oh man, dude, my bad. Letting out,
Like
blowing
it's a
off the
common
steam
thing.
here, man, with the guys. Yeah.
But while we're on the topic of maps, do you guys think that we're dealing with an island, or do you think that it's attached to a larger landmass so they can kind of naturally expand the map as we go?
Man, I've thought about that a lot.
Tough. I do think it's an island though. Like but I think it's an island that will eventually be expanded upon. I don't know how they do it story wise, but like for example, like they've mentioned Gloriana, well not mentioned, seen Gloriana like seems like 6 times already in screenshots and trailers and stuff. Like I don't see a way that it is being in this much content already and it just isn't coming or going to be in the game. But I also don't like the wall. You know what I mean? Like you just hit a wall and there's nothing. Like you can't go any further. I don't like that.
Yeah.
So,
my argument against that has been like we kind of already, like even in GTA 5 you still have a wall. You know what I mean? It's just over water, you know, because your plane only goes so far before it like cuts out. And my thing was like, what's the difference between having it over water or having it over land? And my whole pitch was like, you know, if they do have it connected to a larger landmass, you know, Florida's a pretty wide open rural state for the most part. You could have plenty of like just miles and miles of like sugar fields, you know what I mean, separating like the lower, you know, part of the state, and then, you know, eventually where you're going to grow to map wise, and then like just your plane cuts out over land and then you crash, or you know, maybe it's marshland or something. Like they could easily, in my opinion, they could easily make that work, and then, you know, you could just naturally sort of expand the map that direction if you wanted to, and create new cities or, you know, whatever, and just kind of drop them in wherever you want and then just move the line, you know. So I don't know, that's what I thought. But
I think one of the biggest problems for it would be is like, because if you have to load in like that graphic, that might be hard on a console given everything else already in the map. You know, well actually, because like RDR did something similar, like RDR2. So
and they got volumetric clouds too, you know. So it's like
true.
You know,
that game is
right.
So yeah, no, I mean honestly, I'm not against it. I just don't like, even because of like, I don't know if you guys have been following like the mapping project. They just haven't found like any evidence for like, you know, an extended area. So
Interesting.
that's again what I kind of base it off.
Makes me think of Red Dead 2. Like that's one thing when the game first came out, I'm like, I'm finding a way to get outside the map, just because like in games it's so fun when there's something you're not supposed to be able to do. It's just so cool to be able to do that.
Yes.
And but then it's like with GTA, obviously it's become kind of a staple to have an island in the middle of nowhere or an ocean. The only game that like it is still like this, GTA 3, but like the map itself, it shows like the upstate area with different towns, but it's just an Easter egg to like developers proper names, and then they've got like the in-game explanation, like the tunnels are blocked off and stuff. And like, yeah, I think of Red Dead 2 and how fun that was to explore the map, and the only aircraft you could have at that time was a hot air balloon in a single player exclusive mission. So you can explore the map, but like in GTA 6, I can't see it not being an island, because once I get in a jet, you know, like either right off the bat in the game and try to explore, can the game just keep rendering mountains and mountains and mountains? Like, how do you explain that and it makes sense, you know? So it probably would be an island, but it would be so cool if it wasn't like at the top, the northern part, you know? But how do
Yeah.
you canonically explain that in a game? You know, like you
Yeah,
can't just have a
true.
big invisible barrier up and the wall, you know, the map cut off or so.
I was thinking
Yeah.
like they could do what they have in GT5, where it's just like, yeah, you die, or you know, your
Right.
plane explodes, but instead it's the area's blocked by like clouds or like a storm or something, and then
Right.
over time, if they add like a new map, that storm clears.
Storm clears,
and then
yeah.
you can,
Ooh.
yeah,
Yeah.
maybe something
Wow.
like
What
that.
a great idea. Yeah.
This is why I love these roundtables, by the way, guys, because
Yeah.
we always
Yeah,
come
it's
up with something like really good. And it's like, man, what if they're actually
man.
doing that? And if they're not actually doing that,
Right.
why aren't you actually doing that? You know?
Yeah.
Well, actually, I have like a side question. Do you guys think we're gonna get landlocked? Like, you know how
Ooh, yeah.
it kind of seems like, okay, from my perspective, it kind of seems like we're gonna start in the Keys, right? Like Brian and Jason.
Yeah.
Do you think like the bridge to the Keys will just be like cut off until we finish like getting to know Brian, and then it'll be like, yo, you gotta go like pick up Lucia
Right.
from the airport, and then she's further into Vice.
Have y'all seen the theories of like Lucia, like the landlocked? I remember that with like, she's got an ankle monitor. What a great explanation as far as
Yeah.
like not being able to
Yeah.
leave a certain
True.
area.
That's
I
too
But
think
what
good.
that's
about
true.
Jason, you know? I think GTA
Yeah.
5 is the first game that wasn't landlocked. I remember right off the bat, I got in an airplane and just flew around the map.
Yeah. I
could-
personally, you know, if they were going to do something like that, we keep seeing like this, all these like hints of like hurricane storm damage and all that. Like, I wonder if like hurricane could have like come in and done some damage to the highway, keeping us out of the rest of the city, you know?
That's what I'm saying, right? Because it's just a long ass straight road, and like
Mhm.
there's not really any other way to get to the city. And judging from trailer 2, that's my most likely bet for where we start.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see them putting in just like a max wanted level as soon as you get out of that zone. And then
Yeah.
it's basically impossible to escape the police. Like, it could just be really tough to actually see enough.
Well, and maybe the game starts us like, so, you know, whether we're playing as Jason or Lucia, what if they're just like, what if there's no option to separate the two of them off the bat? And you have to play with Lucia regardless. And that keeps us in the Keys. You know, so like until you get through like whatever they consider the prologue to be, and then open up the game to us, you know, you're kind of attached at the hip, and that's why you can't leave, because she's got the ankle monitor. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes
Great
sense.
That could work.
Perhaps,
I
yeah.
will say though, I definitely think Lucia starts off in prison.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I don't think she goes there, we get her out, and then she's got an ankle monitor, and then we continue. So
Yeah, they've
We
kind
start
of
off in
that
prison.
is-
Is that what you're saying,
yeah,
Jet?
I think she starts off in prison, and then like after like chapter 1, we go pick her up.
Do you think we start off as Lucia and then get to Jason?
No, Jason.
You think we start as Jason?
Because we know she spends time in prison, right?
Mhm.
We don't assume that of Jason. I know the cop says like, I've seen you around, but like, yeah, we know that she has been to prison, and Jason gets her out. So I can't see it. I can't see a way where we like start as her and then she gets out, because even on the website it said that she went to prison for like protecting her family. So
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah, I
Big
think
attention
she
to
starts
detail.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's a good
Makes
take.
sense.
Okay, so we did Bobby, Jetro, Vice. We're still on number 3. Zach, what's your number 3?
All right. So instantly, so I didn't I don't know how I missed it when it come to the wish list. So like on the fly, I've come up with these. The first thing I'm like, bowling, you know, missed that mini game, but that's a joke. I'm totally joking. But as we've established, like I love some Easter eggs. Well, one in particular in GTA Vice City, there's an Easter egg on top of the Vice City news building that is a chocolate Easter egg on a pedestal. Y'all know what I'm talking about?
yes,
Familiar
yes.
with that one? I've always loved that. That's just the epitome of old school gaming. Like this, who even found that? You know what I mean? Like, how would you know to just jump through a building? Well, Rockstar's expanded on that. Like GTA Vice City, it came out first, but it takes place in 1986. Vice City Stories, released in 2006, place in 1984. Well, in Vice City Stories, if you go to this same location, the Easter egg has a crane and it's like halfway built. Like, so it's under construction, you know? And I would love just throwback, like wish lists. Like I said, I know Easter egg wise, this is so like obscure and small, but I would love to see a literal chocolate Easter egg that, as we talked about earlier, is like a major throwback to the OG fans of Vice City. Because I remember like when we found out that like GTA 6, you know, obviously was going to be after GTA 5, like Rockstar is either going to do this in some way or they're totally missing the mark with GTA 6 returning to Vice City and Roman numerals being VI for Vice, you know. So I would love just some sort of Vice City nod, some sort. And with that would be chocolate Easter egg on a podium.
Yeah, that's a good
that's
one.
great.
I'm not gonna argue against any Easter eggs. I think the more Easter eggs, the
Oh,
better.
yeah.
Give us
Yeah.
plenty of
There's gonna be
stuff to
so
do
many of
after
them.
the story and side missions are complete. You know.
Yeah.
All right, Bav, what's your number 3 community pick?
All right, this one comes from Jiggles. He says we should be able to put on belt crash, and I think that's a really cool.
Hey,
True.
that's so good.
True. Yo,
I think that'd be super
that
cool.
guy
Like, when
is
we get onto
smart as
the
hell.
when we get onto the motorbikes, if we sit there for like an extra second, we end up putting a helmet on. So I think it should work the same with belts. You hop in the car, you sit
Yeah.
there for a sec, they strap on the seatbelt, and then you.
Yeah.
That's
That
awesome.
actually
If you've done
reminds
some-
me of. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh
It
no,
was-
I didn't mean to cut you off. I was just gonna say, if you've done some PC modding on the trainer menus, there's an option on a lot of them for like
Mine's always on.
Yeah.
add
Yeah.
seatbelt. And I used to think, what is that? And I'm like, oh snap! Like you go flying out of cars on those invincible hedges, as I call them. Like do anything in GTA, but the hedges you can't drive through. You know,
Right.
So
I was thinking about this as it pertains to what we were talking about earlier with adjusting like the visors and the seat and the steering wheels and the leaks. And what if like as you get into a car, maybe it's not something that we control, but like for example, if you steal a car from like an old woman and she's sitting like way forward in the seat up close to the steering wheel, but you steal the car, maybe like as you get into the car, you adjust the seat back. You know what I mean? And then stuff like that. Or like as you're driving, if you make a left turn and then all of a sudden the sun's in your eyes, maybe the protagonist just like automatically reach up and pull the sun visor down. Just little like ambient things like that, where it's not necessarily something we control, but just the way that they interact with the vehicle to make it feel more realistic. Much like, you know, how Arthur Morgan would like lean over and like pet the horse or react to the horse, and like, you know, you feel like you're a part of it. You know what I mean? It's not just a vehicle that you're hopping in and taking off in.
I love that. That was really good.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just think
would
that
prefer that over being able to do that manually.
yeah, you know, just give it. It's just a little bit more immersion. You know, I don't know.
Yep.
Anything like that they can do, I'm all for. Okay, that brings us back to Bobby for number 2. What's your number 2, Bobby?
Well, I did have like just having a good story, but that's the most boring thing, and we know it's going to be a good story. So I want to see some really good, like, because it's kind of something as a kid, it's way more fun. I mean, as an adult, it's But in GTA 5, there was some good ones, like the Moon Gravity one and the Skyfall. I quite like that. San Andreas had, like, in my opinion, the best. Yeah, like flying car. How fun was that?
Yeah.
So more stuff like that, I think, would just make it fun, especially even after completed the game. Like, you'll do the story, you want to get the achievements, and then it's okay. Let me enjoy this.
Yeah. No. I think they should definitely give us a long list of cheats, especially because I'm not going to get to play this game on PC for a long time, so I won't have access to mods.
Unfortunately.
You know, you get so used to playing these games with mods, it's like, oh man, playing without them, I don't know. Okay, Jetro, what's your number 2?
Okay, so I kind of brought this up earlier, but when we were talking about the social media, but the like interactable like social media event, like I already brought it up, but I think it would be so cool if you could just like see someone on like a live stream, or like even like you know, like you see like a whatever the in-game version of like Instagram, right? And it's like this bank was just broken into, and then you can like drive to this bank and see like cops outside of it, like casing the scene.
Yeah.
Like that is like next level realism that I look for. It's like if it has some stuff like that, that would be the coolest thing to me. Like
Talk about Easter
absolutely
eggs
cool.
and explorable stuff. Like you could do so much with that. You know?
That's what exactly. Yeah, that would be the coolest thing to me. Because then they also have like basic infinite amount of like quote unquote like world events or interesting events that they
Random encounters that you
make.
can go and hunt down.
Yeah,
you know, because
exactly.
you know they
It's
exist.
not just like a person standing on the street. It's like, oh, you opened up your phone, saw this, and you can drive to it.
Yeah,
Like, makes them a lot
So
easier to
sick.
come by too.
for sure. That's a good one.
I was laughing because imagine like, yeah, you're like watching a bank robbery on the live stream and like you're in first person and have your phone out and see the live stream. And then you just see yourself drive through all the cops that are outside the bank. or
Yeah, that'd be
something.
awesome.
You know, like just crazy. But
Or
it
the
also makes
dude
me think,
drives by you. Yeah, you're like,
yeah, you know, it makes me think too of like the AI, like if they implement that too, like how that will affect, you know, the immersion of that with all these different events that could be happening at any time, or if these NPCs remember you, like your face from a certain thing, you know. I mean, we've seen that and kind of in Red Dead too a bit, you know, NPCs remember you, your face, or if you have the same outfit, you know, things like that. That's gonna be insane.
Yeah, I mean, we've got so many things that we're just like kind of hoping for, and you know, in a way, I do a lot of speculative content. I don't know about you guys, but that seems to be like what my community really enjoys, and I always try and like walk that line between like, you know, what is realistic to expect and what is like way overhyping. So I try to like reel in my own expectations because I can easily get overhyped, and then the last thing I want to do is be disappointed when I boot up the game and I can't, you know, interact with an NPC a certain way or whatever. But it is fun to dream.
Go into space.
Yeah. But it's definitely fun to dream. So, okay, who were we on? Was that Bobby that just went, or Jetro? No, it's Jetro. Jetro, that was your number 2, wasn't it? I think we're on to Vice. Yeah. Okay, so Vice, what's your number 2?
Yeah, my number 2 is just better character customization. I just want to see more, man. Like, I don't know, like, I was thinking of examples
What
off
do
the
you
top
mean
of my
by
head. I just, more ways we can, like, because I feel like with GTA Online at the moment, like, when you make your character, like, the whole system of, like, the trying to resemble yourself after your parents or whatever, using that slider, I think that's outdated. They've got to come up with something completely new for that. Like, the
100%.
initial character creation suite, they got to, like, overhaul that, in my opinion. Because even in Red Dead Online, that wasn't that good, in my opinion, as well.
Do you remember the early days of GTA 5 Online when you'd make your character? You could like choose how much your character partied, how much illegal work they did, and it was all on a slider. Do you
Yeah.
remember
Yeah,
that?
but it didn't really have much of an
It was,
impact, though.
it ended up being used. Like it had.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, especially
think
if they're
more-
not going to let them talk. Like if our online characters are mutes again in GTA 6 Online, then they better let us really customize the look of those people's faces. Like I'm talking Starfield level of character customization. You know what I mean? So I'm with you 100% on that.
But I also
Do
think
you
as
think
well.
they're gonna do that again? Oh, sorry.
No, you go, Jet. It's fine.
Do you think they're gonna be mute again?
I hope not. I hope not.
I hope they aren't.
You know,
They might be.
I don't know, because I
The
get
way-
why they do it, but like it's weird.
how hard would it really be though to like hire 6 voice actors to come in, 3 males, 3 females, and then you give them pitch, you can scale the pitch up and down within, you know, reason, so you can really kind of create exactly the kind of voice that you want with just 6 voice actors recording the same, you know, what, 150, 200 lines. I mean, I don't feel like with the budget that they have and especially the time that they've had, that's an unrealistic expectation personally, you know.
I think there was a leak that came out from, I think it was Legacy Killer HD a while back, that said like apparently, like I don't know how true this is, we don't know, but like Rockstar apparently attempted it or like for this next online, but apparently it's got cut. Like I said, I don't know how true that is, but obviously we have to wait and see. I think, I don't know, maybe just the silent online protagonist, maybe it works better because you have to like come up with new lines and stuff. Maybe there's some type of way they can implement some like AI implementation, or I don't know how that would work, but maybe it is better just to stick with the silent protags. I don't know, because like with new DLCs coming out and stuff like that, they have to record new lines. Like that would be a hurdle to overcome.
Yeah, especially if they're trying to keep it for like 10 years.
Exactly.
Well,
but
with
it would
as
add
good
so
as good as AI is getting though, especially with like the voice stuff, like I don't feel like, to me that would be more immersive than them being mute. You know what I mean? Even
that's
even
what I
if it
was
was
gonna say.
AI, you know. So
At least you'd be able to attach yourself more to the character. Like you can actually kind of feel like your character in a way.
it's just so
I remember
anticlimactic.
GTA, the AI would have to be so
it would have to be.
like if people can listen to it at all and like tell it's AI, like people are gonna be up in arms.
Yeah.
Like
You think they'd be
I think
more
it's on the-
upset
it
over
needs to be
that or them
really
being
good.
mute again?
Well, I mean, they deal with it now. Like people would
Yeah.
probably like they probably get it at this point.
Yeah,
but
I suppose that's fair.
it is awkward.
I
Yeah.
remember Googling back in the day, it's like, why is there no GTA online? You know, why don't we have a voice? And it's like, because you are the voice, you know, you remember where like you're in a public lobby and you talk with your mic and your character's mouth
Yeah.
moves. You know, it's like, I didn't know that for the longest time. I know I haven't ever played the 2K NBA games like online or anything, but I know that, or I think that like they have that feature where you can like scan your face in and like when you create your character, it has your face on it. So that would be something pretty wild to see if we're able to do that, you know, especially with the longevity of GTA Online 2 or whatever they're gonna call it. That would be like insane.
Oh, you
I've
know.
always thought too, like, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Sorry, I have a bad habit
Yeah.
doing that. Go ahead, finish
Oh
what
no,
you're
me
saying.
too. Yeah, no, it happens when it's all of us in here, you know. And I'm sorry to your editor if he's cutting all those ones. All the sorry about that.
No, it's
hey, it's all
Shout out
good,
the
man.
editor.
It's all love. Yeah,
We love you, John.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. My next, I guess I'm up next, but you didn't ask yet. But it's kind of like I'm about to give a wish list, but it's not the one I want. But like with the online characters and the customization, I've always thought, you know, being able to like, if we want a buff guy, a tall guy,
Yes,
you know, or like
yes,
the
yes.
beards. Like I guess my kind of beard looks like the online character's beard. Like if I took this pin and drew it on. But I love how Red Dead 2 allows like for dynamic hair growth and stuff, as we've seen from the trailers. Will be in single player, but that wasn't my wish list. You didn't ask. I was just adding on to the character customization, you know.
Right. Well, you are up next, so if you want to give your number 2,
Yeah.
you can.
Goodness. All right, we'll do
segue.
number 2. You know, I guess I should go with that one, but really what I had for number 2, and I'd mentioned it earlier, was just like the returning characters again. There's 2 of them in particular that like come from GTA 4. The first is Jerry Kapowitz, the homeless man. If you've played through the story of GTA 4, we know that the prevalence of the diamonds, and at the end,
gotta
this
be back.
homeless guy who just pops up, finds the diamonds, and then it's heard on a radio station that this man's name is Jerry Kapowitz, and he plans to move to Vice City to open a gun shop and a liquor store. And in the first GTA 6 trailer, I remember seeing in the background a pawn shop that's like, we buy, sell guns, and then a liquor store. So I was like, I wonder if we're actually going to see
has to be
Jerry
his.
Kapowitz. Right. But it's like also that goes into what I was saying earlier about like irrationally, I'm like, what if the changing of the writers and the figureheads of Rockstar Games impacts things like this? And it's like, what if this guy just doesn't show up at all? Like, I'll be really sad. Like, so I hope to see this guy as a returning character, just as an OG fan. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
Rockstar isn't gonna cater directly like to us that way, I've learned, but at the same time they do, you know, but it's in ways that you don't expect, with like a totally random character you didn't think twice about that pops up, you know. The other one is Roman Bellic at the end of GTA 4. Spoiler alert, was it Vice or Jetro or Bobby? One of y'all were talking earlier about Red Dead 1 and like spoiler alert on a 15-year-old game, you know, like
Yeah, that was me. Yeah.
yeah, Vice, like spoiler alert on you know, an 18-year-old game. There's gonna be that one person who's like, well, I was gonna play it next week and you spoiled it for me. Like, yeah, finally gonna play it after 18 years. But Roman Bellic, no matter the ending of GTA 4, whether Roman gets taken out and killed or Nico's girlfriend Kate, Nico receives a phone call, and one of them, if Roman gets taken out, she's like, Nico, I'm pregnant and we're having a son. And then the other ending, she's like, Nico, I'm pregnant, or Roman calls and he says, we're pregnant, and if we have a girl, we're gonna name her Kate. So at this point, we know that GTA games place generally in the year that they are released. So we would expect that possibly GTA 6 is going to take place in 2026 and not like 25 or 4. So if it does take place in 26, given that GTA 4 takes place in 2008, this character would have been born in like 2009. So she's going to be like 17, 18, or 19 years old around the time of GTA 6, or he. So I would love to see the child of Roman Bellic make an appearance in
That'd be
GTA
cool.
6. That's kind of an obscure one, you know. That would be
Interesting, yeah.
so cool with the lore of everything.
Yeah. Gotta do some stuff like that, man. I mean,
Yeah.
they can't take us back to Vice City and then not give some serious like fan service for those nostalgia
Yeah.
moments, you know.
Right,
I'd
that's
be
true.
supremely disappointed if they don't. Okay, Bav, what is your number 2 community pick?
My number 2 is from Menace XP, and he says a full mall with tons of enterable shops, hidden spots, 80s to 90s style arcade with playable games, huge water fountain, food court, and cool stuff that all. I think think that would be perfect because Vice City, the mall was such a cool spot to go in. It was strange, but it was such a cool spot to go in, and seeing it like, you know, in today's day and age, I think it'd be so insane spot. I want to be able to get a car and so I can.
Hey.
That's quite
I remember a few
popular
years
in,
ago,
New Zealand.
IRL, there was like at the mall in Miami in like 2022, allegedly there's like aliens or like interdimensional beings, you know, so it's
Bayside
like
Mall incident.
perfect opportunity
That
to
would be
apply that
awesome.
to GTA.
Oh my
Well,
gosh, I
we
can't
kind
wait
of
for
know
all this.
that. Well, and if they are like from a really reputable source, which we have no reason to believe they're not, given that he gave credible info in the past, we know that that's a thing, right? Like Game Roll said that shopping malls are in the game. So
Yeah.
it's hype.
Bav, I love how you
hype.
said though in Vice City, it's like the mall was kind of strange. It's had this weird vibe to it.
It did. It
Yeah.
was
North
such a
Point Mall.
weird
Just the
place.
music, the elevator music and stuff. you know?
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of that, like actually in the mall in the GTA trilogy, the Vice City edition, they have added a Hank Waffles poster, and we know Hank's Waffles we see in GTA 6. You know, so they've thrown in a little like nod in the actual mall in Vice City.
Interesting.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. I can't wait to explore all the interiors that we have access to. Which, by the way, is it going to be 70%?
Right? Hey, we're gonna find out if that leak was true back in 2019.
God, I hope
Yes.
so. I
would
hope
be
so,
cool.
man.
Man.
That
Yeah.
leaves so much opportunity for mysteries and whatnot.
Yeah. I personally think we're going to be lucky to get like 20% because I think I did the math. It was like 3 to 5% of the interiors were enterable in GTA 5. So even scaling up to like 20% would be a huge jump. But I don't know.
They did downgrade in GTA 5 compared to GTA 4. There was like so many miscellaneous or like cutscene interiors you could still access, but in GTA 5, just straight walled off. You can't even go in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to use glitches to get back in.
Okay, so we're on to the number one. So Bobby, what is your number one wish list item for GTA 6?
Yeah, I'm gonna say just the balanced online economy. Like I would, so many memories of just grinding rooftop rumble for pennies. It's just
you
like
and me both.
Yeah, when that Liberator came out and it was like only available for like the weekend or something, and like I spent so much time grinding for that. But and it only kind of got worse, you know. But at least now, you know, there's so many ways to make money, but everything's inflated up so much. And I think as well in those early days, that's why money glitch is so popular, because it's impossible to make enough money. It's like let us actually work for it, and you know we can buy the stuff we want, and then you know obviously they want to make their shark card money, but that's why money glitches are so popular. People don't want to pay for it.
True.
Were you around for DNS codes? Was
Yeah,
anyone
I was
there?
actually on
Oh,
holiday.
dude.
I missed that, and I saw it all over
Dude,
YouTube.
that
and
was
I
the
gutted.
greatest 2 weeks of GTA. That is like my favorite part, all of GTA Online.
Yeah, I was
is
so gutted I
DNS
missed
codes
that.
when the game came out.
Should have bought my Xbox on holiday.
Where's that crazy
Every
Teddy at?
Pegasus vehicle in the game.
I love it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Jetro, what's your number one?
Okay, I had better gunplay, but I think Dandy Andy talked on that in the last episode. I could be wrong. I know someone had brought it up, like he wanted better gun sound.
I think it was Dandy. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was,
See, I watch. But I actually I forget exactly what he said, but Zach brought up something that changed my mind. Dude, I want proximity chat in online.
oh yeah.
I don't want like.
I mean, I
like,
said that as well in episode.
Oh, did you? It must have been the first one. That my memory only goes so far back. My bad, Bav.
That's all
But
right,
yeah,
go
that
ahead.
like I hate the open mic system because it's usually just two dudes talking about how they're beefing, or one dude with like music on in the background.
Music, man.
Yo, the music is so annoying. But if they do that like split session, kind of seen the like technology for like what they have in like Forza and whatnot, proximity chat would make it so much more immersive.
Yeah.
Like you just like happen to drive by someone and he's like having the craziest convo of his life with his boy in the
Yeah.
car. You just catch a glimpse of it and you're like, what
I
the
reckon
hell was
proxy chat
that?
would be so good. Imagine like sneaking up on your friends while they're getting a what do you call it, sexual act, and you just creep up on him and you're like,
Yeah.
look, you're like, what are you doing in here, mate?
That's a
and he
true
can't back out.
use.
He's like, ah, shit, he caught me.
Especially
And, like,
if it's
for the
done
people that don't
good.
want to do that, party chats there, right? So
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, you guys look at games like Arc Raiders, where the proximity chat is like making that game. Like if you go and watch anything on YouTube right now, and as it relates to our creators, it's like proximity chat is like the biggest thing. And a lot of it is because the audio is so good. And if you're in like a closed in environment, you know, you've got like the sort of echoey, you know, reverb that you would get from listening to people's voices close by, or an open, you know, air. It's a little, it doesn't carry as far, you know, like little things like that. So especially if they do it really good, I think the proximity chat would be amazing in a game like GTA Online.
Yo, Cleat, side note, that game, good?
I
Really
haven't
good?
I haven't played it yet, but
Oh, okay.
yeah, we've
okay,
been
okay.
talking
I've
about
seen-
it.
All my boys have been talking about it.
Yeah, Bav and I have been
really
talking
wanna
about
try it
getting
out.
into it. So maybe we can maybe some of us can get together and play. That'd be a lot of fun. Maybe do like a
I just have
co-stream
to
or
hope my
something.
PC can handle it. Oh, my 1060 is on fire.
Time for an upgrade. Time for an upgrade, Jetro.
Yeah, I know. I've been waiting. It's a good
Okay,
tax write-off.
we're on to Vice now, right? Number 1, Vice.
Yeah, I'm hoping to see a better combat system, whether you're unarmed or armed. I feel like from GTA 4 to 5 was a downgrade, massive downgrade in my opinion. Like you can really only do like a one-hit combo, like when you duck and dodge the guy, and then like left, right, a hook, and the guy just goes down. NPC goes down. So I think like that needs to be improved upon massively. I would say like in GTA 4 was way better. There was so many different types of animations, different type of sequence of animations that would play out. But in 5 that was downgraded from that perspective. So I think that, and then even armed as well. Like when you're inside an interior of a building, I feel like it's really like sluggish in my opinion. Like the way your character moves, I feel like they need to improve that, make it a little bit more of a smoother sort of experience. Even when you're third person, first person's better. Third person needs to be improved upon massively, I would say, in terms of just more of a smoother experience from a gunplay perspective. So that's what I would say. Better combat system.
Perfect.
In my opinion.
Yeah. No, I love it. And I'm hoping that with Lucia having sort of a fighting background and Jason having a background in like, you know, military Delta Force, whatever, the Marauder thing is it supposed to be like 75 Ranger Regiment? Isn't that what it's based on?
Yeah, I think something like that. Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
I forget the exact name.
Yeah. So
but that's good. That's good that you brought. Oh, sorry, you guys have. You guys.
No. Go ahead. Finish. What were you going to say?
I was just going to say, like, what you brought up with Lucia, the fact we see her, in, that screenshot where she's punching that boxing bag, like, and she's also doing like that roundhouse kick as well in the cage. So it seems like she has some type of like fighting sort of maybe background or something like that, where she's probably she got brought up with that when she was younger, and she probably has that ability to be good at that. So I don't know. Like, I think that would be really interesting. Hopefully, with Jason as well. But it seems like they've hinted at the fact with Lucia having more of that at the moment, anyways. It seems like, but yeah,
that's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, Zach, you're up. What's your number 1?
Number 1, listen here. Every GTA game, it's like Rockstar hasn't intentionally done this. They have a huge mystery that like takes over gaming. Mount Chiliad mystery, right?
Yes.
Before that, we had in GTA San Andreas, Bigfoot mystery that spanned for so many years. Like it turned out there was no Bigfoot in GTA San Andreas. That was just like a community myth that just turned into this huge thing. And Rockstar addressed that in Red Dead Redemption 1 and the Undead Nightmare with an achievement called 7 years in the making. And is it 7 years in the making, where like they acknowledge Bigfoot and they have Bigfoot in the game, right? And this goes back to the years worth of people in the GTA community and just the online community searching for Bigfoot. And then GTA 4 drops and everybody's trying to find rat in the subways, and then we get GTA 5 and Rockstar acknowledged that San Andreas Bigfoot mystery once again by 100% game completion. The secret mission that unlocks is like a copy and paste. Yeah, the last one from the Undead Nightmare, like word for word copy and paste the same character with one eye, the Sasquatch. So it's like, bringing up that like Red Dead lore again and tying in the universes. So that was super cool. And then obviously the Mount Chiliad mystery, which is really interesting because that's like one of those, once again, that probably would have been a little bit more prevalent had the single player DLCs not been omitted because of online success. But we see like a little reference to that in GTA 6 in the second trailer, I believe it is. Yeah, the second trailer, there's some mural as Jason is driving by a mural with like some people getting arrested. And at the bottom, you can see that like alien logo or the UFO logo that we see on the Mount Chiliad murals. So it's like, is Rockstar throwing a little hint there? Or are we just connecting dots that aren't there? But I think if they put things in the trailer, both major and minor, they're like subtly hinting at things, and like they know fans are going to be analyzing every pixel. So I believe that was there probably intentionally. But like in every GTA, well, not every, but a lot of them, like in GTA 5, there's like the prevalence of the UFOs and stuff. So I'm excited to see what the big mystery is going to be in GTA 6, because it seems like every GTA has one, but it's almost like it's unintentional. Community, our love and passion for this game like sparks this up. And like Jetro, you probably know, you said you're a mystery hunter, like looking for these
Big
things.
time.
Sometimes we are connecting things and seeing like dots that aren't there and seeing things that aren't there, but that's what makes fun, like all these different branches of the GTA community. That's why sometimes like when I see like, if just in the community and being here for so long, so many different beefs and whatnot, it's like, hey, when GTA 6 drops, everybody's friends again. All the people who like hate on the videos, they like them now. Like everybody comes together because we share a passion for GTA and a love for this game. It doesn't matter your beliefs. It doesn't matter where you come from, what you think. Like the one thing we can all agree on is we just love this game and what it entails and all the different sectors of the community. So like, I'm just so excited for the big mystery, but also that brings in, as I was saying, like the union, seeing everybody coming together with like the newness of this, man. That's what it's all about. And that's
You're
like
hyping me up.
Coming together. Yeah, 100%.
yeah. That's like a metaphor for life too. So that's what is so
Great
great
point.
about it. Yeah.
No, that's awesome.
I agree with you. Can I rant for a second when you bring that up? Yo, did you guys see that Rockstar dev like came out like it was like months ago or like a year ago, and he was like, yeah, there is no like Mount Chiliad mystery.
No,
I believe so.
No.
Like, okay, so like there's the thing at the UFO once you like 100% the game or whatever, but then everyone was looking for like the extra pieces, and then this dev came out, like you can find the article, but he basically came out in an interview and he was like, yeah, there's nothing else, like you guys have been like pulling at straws, like there is no greater mystery.
There is no mystery.
Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. Like why would you ruin it?
Yeah.
Like even if they don't find anything, it's like y'all ever watch Inception?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
you know how he spins that thing at the end of the movie, and you don't know if it's gonna
Yeah.
fall over or
And
keep
you're just
spinning.
guessing.
Yeah.
That's what you need. And this guy came out and he fucking ruined it.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
There's
dude, that
layers to
cheesed
it,
my
man.
soul.
Like the mystery is that there is no mystery, but even though there wasn't a mystery, the community made a mystery, and there is, and Rockstar's like hinted at acknowledging that in the GTA 6 trailer with that like subtle little, piece of the Mount Chiliad mural there. So just like they did with San Andreas, I think they might take this non-existent mystery and make it a real thing, as they did with Bigfoot and including him in their later games. So
Yeah, no, 100%. They need something like that. And if you look at the world events, they do have like some ones that seem pretty interesting. That I'm definitely going to be looking for game drop.
I'm thinking like
the biggest
pirate ghost
conspiracy
ships or
of all
like
time.
USOs or Bermuda Triangle Krakens. There's like so many different directions they can go with that.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of that. Florida Everglades, that's like where I'm going.
oh dude,
Yeah.
There's going to be some like fucking
so many
30-foot
secrets there.
anaconda.
Yeah, probably. I mean, be
Yeah.
amazing.
I've like done research into like real life, like there's like some graves in the Everglades in real life, or like there was a plane crash back in the 60s, or like back in the 40s, these, airplanes disappeared over the Bermuda Triangle, but like are supposedly in the Florida Everglades, or they found like 3,000-year-old cavemen like perfectly preserved in the swamps, so like that's going to be a crazy spot. The grass rivers, as they call it,
Yeah.
I admittedly, I still think of it as like what is it referred to in Vice City? There's the Gator Keys that was like cut from the OG Vice City. What's it called in GTA 6? What are the Florida keys called? The
Leonida Keys.
Leonida Keys. Okay, because my brain is still always thinking Gator Keys from the OG Vice City and what it would have been called. So like I'm trying to get that get that right there. But yeah, it's gonna be so exciting. But yeah, big miss. Wonder what it's gonna be.
That's a good one, man. That's a good number one for sure. All right, Bab, bring us home. What's your number one community pick?
The last one I have comes from Galagos. He says, might be a hot take, despite the majority wanting the game to be as B, I hope the Rockstar main cadiness makes a game. He goes on to say, there is a Reddit forum that I'd ran into about realism in video games. A user from that forum put the idea of realism in a could. Quote, realism and fun don't have to conflict, but so many games go for fake sense of realism by making things excessively long or by adding or quick time events that make you put down the controller and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I think that's a fair point. It's still a video game at the end of the day. So I want it to include things that make it feel like a video. If you go back to like San Andreas and like those old games, You've got little police bribes around the map. It's a video game. They were in the game these days, but like shouldn't be in the game. But I don't know. I like little video game. It's what makes
They got to balance
Well,
the
yeah,
fun
if they
and the
make it
immersion.
too much like real life, then it's just a real life simulator.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the point.
I've been
Yeah,
saying
talking
on my
about real
live
life.
streams, it's either it's if it's too immersive, it's not fun. If it's too fun, it's not immersive.
yeah.
Every
That's pretty
GTA's
good.
got
Yeah,
one of them
that's a good way to
missions.
put it,
Did
actually.
somebody say yoga? You know, or what's
Oh,
that one
dude,
where you
stop.
like go down to the docks and have to move containers? Like the most
Oh,
boring.
man.
drag
Oh,
movie
Oh,
ever.
painstakingly
Yeah.
boring.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Okay, so we always do a closing question, and if you guys have been watching the last couple episodes, you probably know what's coming. So we'll start off with, we'll just go in the same list, same order we did the wish list. So we'll start off with Bobby. You've made it through the last, well, I have this last 7 months of delay, but you've made it through the last 13 months or 12 months, whatever it is now. And you complete the prologue, you step into the open world, and where are you going? What are you doing first?
Yeah, I'm just going to absolutely gun it to the water. I'm just going to start swimming, go underwater, just explore, and probably just spend like an hour doing, just immersing myself into it.
That sounds exactly like what I'm going to do.
Amazing.
All right, Jetro, where are you going first? What you going to do?
Well, one, probably on stream, and I mean, realistically, probably just the second mission mark. I mean, like, I'm just gonna I'm gonna save my exploring for as soon as I finish the campaign. Like, that's what I've been waiting for. So I'm just gonna do that, and then immediately, like, because even when you're doing the campaign, you'll see like spots where you're like, you know, obviously you'll go and check it out, but then you'll like really want to dive in one day and like, look around the entire area. So yeah, probably just finish the campaign first, and then do my exploring, get videos ready.
Awesome. Vice, where are you going first? What are you doing?
I think aside from doing the campaign, for me, I think one of the things I'm definitely going to be doing first is just going down Ocean Drive. Like that first shot the shot within trailer 1 at nighttime, and you're seeing like the activity, like there's so many NPCs, like there's just so much going on. Like I just want to see how the nightlife is, because I mean in GTA 5 it's like dead. Like let's be real.
Yeah.
True.
So yeah, like I can just picture myself like walking by the restaurants and stuff. Like you even sort of see it for a split second. If you look like in the background of the shot, you see like there's like heaters and stuff where the people are sitting down and NPCs sitting down and stuff. You see one that's getting out of his car taking a photo, or another one taking a photo. So I think like, yeah, just that. Like I think that's going to be absolutely unreal. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
That's awesome. That sounds like a lot of fun too. Zach, where are you going first? What are you doing?
All right. So when GTA 5 dropped, first thing I did was get in an airplane and explore the map. And that's because coming off of GTA 4, we all wanted to fly a plane. We all tried. We knew we couldn't, but like, dang, that would have been so awesome. When Red Dead 2 dropped, I learned something new about myself, and maybe some of y'all can relate. As content creators, do you find that when it comes to new games, you're able to enjoy them the way you were before you were a creator? Because I found that when Red Dead 2 dropped, I pulled an all-nighter. I played the game for 24 hours straight, like straight through the story, because I'm trying to think of different ideas and content and what can I make. Instead of just immersing myself in the game and truly like enjoying it, I'm doing it as I'm thinking of video ideas. Okay, let me remember this spot so I can come back to it later. I might need this for another video. And so like my brain's going 56 million miles an hour. Realistically, I would love to say like, oh, just like Bobby said, man, hit the water or get an airplane and take a big lap around the map and just kind of fly around and see what we have and get an idea. But I'm probably just going to just run through that story mode and then get into content creation mode and like just let that love come out. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at there. Like I said, being a content creator, I found that even with other games, as we were talking earlier about expanding a little bit and doing other games while we wait, it's like I'll play them. Like Mafia of the Old Country dropped, play through the game, but I'm just in content creation mode. I'm not just in take your time and enjoy it, and then okay, I bust out some videos on that, okay, and then like I don't even play the game no more, you know.
Yeah.
It's definitely a juggle as a content creator, but like as a fan deep down as well, you want to enjoy the game, but
Exactly.
it's stuck in that content creator mode where, you know, you want to get out and be in front and make these videos before anyone else. So when you got like the best idea, but we've waited a long time. Enjoy it as a fan first.
Yeah,
and then
100%.
content comes next.
Yeah.
Love that. Yeah, I love to hear that.
Yeah, I think personally I'm going to take like at least the first 24 hours, but maybe even the first 2 or 3 days and just enjoy the game. I've already kind of prepped my audience. I'm like, don't expect anything from me right away. You know, I've been waiting so long for this game. Yeah. I'm just
fair.
like, I would, don't get me wrong. Like I would love to like
stream it.
Well, I may stream it, but I'm not gonna like, what I don't want to do is get so invested in like going and finding footage and all that the game becomes like what Zach was just explaining is you know, just this like canvas for the next video I'm gonna make instead of this game that I've been waiting like 15 years for, you know. So at least for the first 3 days, I want to like suck it all in and just enjoy it as much as I can those first 3 days, and then I'll sort of switch over to content mode. So
man, I got so excited hearing all that. I love you guys. It's so amazing to be here tonight.
It's been a lot of fun, man. All right, Bav, you're the last one. Where are you going? What are you doing first?
I got to test out the jiggle physics. I'm going to
Let's go. Finish it off good.
There we go.
You'll find Vice there already.
Yeah, that's great.
City Insider, not product.
That's it. We can just end on that right there, you know?
Yeah.
So the last thing I like to do to close us out, and guys, we've been going for almost 3 hours now, so thank you guys. That is a record.
What are we doing?
Episode 2 was 2 hours and 36 minutes, and that was the longest one. So we're officially at 3 hours now. So to wrap this up, I want to give everybody a chance just to kind of tell, you know, whoever's watching what you got going on with your channel, where you're going next with your content, and then we can kind of close it out. So whoever wants to go first, have at it.
Sav, firstly, thank you for having us on here and putting together this forum for us to all have a voice and bring this unity together in the community. It's been amazing to get acquainted with you, Bav, Bobby, Jetro, Vice. You guys, Sav, I've seen y'all's content, you know, for so long now. It's just the algorithms are amazing. They pop up or I see a really cool thumbnail and it's like, whoa, here I am with y'all. And being around so long, like on YouTube now, I'll be 28 in a few days. And I started my YouTube channel 14 years ago, 50% of my life. So to like be here through this evolution, it's truly an honor. And to everybody watching, as far as like content goes, goodness, we just love to keep the hype alive. And like one thing I've personally wanted to do, and what I was thinking the next months is for those that have never played the older GTAs, because if you weren't there at the time and didn't experience it, one of those, you know, you had to be there moments, you go back to these games and it's hard to play Vice City in 2025 if you don't have that like emotional connection to it. But it's like finding all these minor details and like educating those so that you don't have to play these games, but you like, you know, if you're a mystery hunter and you love things like that, you'll know things to look out for, you know, fun facts, and just keeping everybody together while we wait for GTA 6. So that's kind of the plan there. I feel like I had something else to say that was, I'd say like a little off topic, but like I was working on a video idea the other day of like everything that's happened. Where's it at? Everything that happened before GTA 6, like figureheads left, the big guys, Young Melee lashes out against Rockstar, Stephen Ogg allegedly doesn't like Trevor, but you know, things like that. Michael Hollick, Nico's voice actor, comes back online for the first time since GTA 4. Well, guys, this isn't to talk about me, but one thing that happened before GTA 6 is like, goodness, I've been blessed with 2 beautiful children. I went from this kid, you know, to like a smoking hot wife to I walked outside 3 days ago and I didn't notice it. My wife goes to work and she's like, "Where's your truck?" I got carjacked. We ended up finding it the next day, but like I got real life GTA Grand Theft Auto happened to me before GTA 6. So you can't make up.
You're still
like,
positive about it.
That's great.
Yeah, hey, I do make for a funny, cool story one day. You know what I mean? Like these are earthly things. You know what I mean? I'll just spawn in a cheat code and get another vehicle. You know, like, or I'll go steal one back. You know, so yeah, it's just kind of ironic. I mean, even behind me, GTA, and the guy who does GTA gets GTA'd before GTA 6. So that's where we're at. Yeah, thank you, Sav, for this voice. And
he's in the comments, bro.
Oh, of course, man.
Yeah, he's watching right now.
Oh, shit, I'll drop it back off. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, just bring it back, man.
You don't need the Addy, bro. I already know it.
He hit the pay and spray. It's pink right now. You know, the truck, different color and everything.
That's funny. Well, I guess we'll just go in like clockwise here based on what I see on my screen. Vice, why don't you tell everybody what you got going on with your channel and what they can find?
Yeah, so I guess moving forward at the moment, obviously, you know, the silence I'm sure is probably going to ensue. But I think, you know, for the time being, I'm probably just going to focus continuing what I've been doing, like the speculation theory videos. I do like doing that. I guess obviously obviously whatever updates we get as well in relation to GTA 6. I mean, I wouldn't mind diving into something else, but yeah, it just depends. I haven't really thought about that at the moment, but yeah, so that's probably where I'm at. Yeah, I'll probably go think a little bit more about yeah, this extra few months that we have to wait. Well, obviously a year now, over a year, but from May of course. But yeah, yeah, like I said, that's where I'm at the moment. So yeah,
good time for more collaborations. I have a lot of free time on my schedule, guys. So whatever you want to do, hit me up.
Yes, most definitely. Yes, most definitely. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, collaborations. Like I did like some live streams that I got. Yeah, some creators on my channel on live streams and stuff. By all means, open invitation. Anyone that wants to come on, or vice versa, whatever. I think that'd be a great idea. And obviously, this is great as well. And thank you, Sav, for this. Being on episode number 3 on this roundtable. So yeah, it's been awesome. It's great.
I was glad to get you guys on. No, I was really looking forward to this episode. I think people are really going to enjoy it. I mean, I've enjoyed it. It hasn't felt like we've been sitting here talking for 3 hours. It felt like 20 minutes.
Yeah,
But
no.
Yeah,
honestly.
True.
all right, Jetro, what you got going on with your channel? Let them know.
I mean, we're just going to be doing a lot of the same, covering as much content around GTA 5 as we possibly could. Do a bunch of speedrunning stuff, speculation here and there, deep dives, what I've been doing. Planning to start streaming soon, so with some downtime, maybe get into that.
Let's go, Jet. Yes.
Yeah, that's always been on the cards, but been waiting to get a cool backdrop for this apartment. But
it's been a lot of
but
fun.
yeah, we're slowly on the road to 100K, so hoping to hit that
Yes.
before GTA 6 comes out. That's kind of my goal right now. So
Yes.
if you're
There you
into
go.
that, come check it out. And
Go subscribe.
Thank you, Sav, once again. Thank you,
course.
Sav, once again for having
Yeah.
us. This was a lot of fun. Thank you guys. This is awesome.
Yeah, well, again, glad to have you. It's been a lot of fun. I'm glad to get everybody
Yeah.
together. All right, Bobby, what do you got going on your channel?
Yeah, so big thing on my channel is just nostalgia about Call of Duty, GTA, revisiting those old games. I like to do retrospective videos as well, but also as well, obviously the future stuff, GTA 6. I want to be covering that as well, and then a few playthroughs here and there. But yeah, really enjoyed this though as well, like the collab stuff. I would definitely want to do more stuff like that. Man, it just gets me so excited. It's just something good to kind of do to pass the time while we wait, theorize as well. But yeah, just stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Mr. Gamer Sups himself. What do you got going on?
Plug that in.
Code Bav.
Yeah,
Code Bav.
Code Bav.
Code Bav.
Code Bav, get yourself 10% off, guys. No, what we're doing for content, we're kind of just going through like the lore of GTA 5. I was getting ready to start shifting over to GTA 6, but now it's 12 months 6, so I don't want to drag it out. But there's still so much to be told. GTA 5, like the lore of the Banshee, the cannon approaches for all the heists. That's the type of. So we got more of that. The next video I'm working on is the entire GTA Online timeline explained, because there's a story in there. It's not a great story, but it kind of connects the dots, all of the updates, tells, and finishing off with the mansions as like our return. That's what's in the works on my channel.
Awesome. Love it, man. Well, I just want to thank every single one of you guys for taking the time out. I know it's kind of crazy getting everything scheduled and getting everybody on the same sort of, time window and all that. So thank you guys for moving around, whatever you had to move around to be here. I really appreciate it. This has been absolutely the most fun I've had on this YouTube channel, is getting together and meeting all of you guys, from the first episode to the second one. And I'm just really enjoying this community that we're all building and getting to know you guys personally and developing new relationships and friendships. It's been an absolute blast. And I know that as this continues to grow and we get closer and closer to launch date, which is now 12 months away, we're going to have plenty of opportunities to get together and play and, really do some more like collaborative fun, like in-game content. And I'm really looking forward to that. So, but thank you guys so much. Really, I really appreciate you being here.
Thanks, Sav.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
Thank you for picking it up.
Cheers. Thanks for
Absolutely.
having us here.
Yeah. Cheers. I don't have a piss washer, but all right.
One day,
Well,
we'll get him one.
yeah, for sure. Well, for those of you watching, that's a wrap for the third episode of the Roundtable. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to click on each one of these guys' channels. I'm going to have it linked in the description, or you can click on the profile picture for my channel. It'll also have them all linked there in the new collaboration feature. So don't forget to go like and subscribe and watch these guys' content and support what they do. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you as always. This has not been your average YouTube clickbait. And we'll see you guys on the next one.